Well, here we are. We got shit to talk about. And nothing going on. Bob, are they still on vacation? What's CG's vacation schedule looking like nowadays? Like,
They
are
probably won't be
they
back.
on, or are we back? Or I mean, do we have anything
I don't
coming
know.
up?
I don't
Because
follow that, but we have people like Bodie who know and Ray Rock and stuff that they could tell you exactly when they come back. But
if
you know,
they
you know
happen
what's
to be lingering about, or if anybody in the chat happens to know, whenever CG comes back, is damn. It has been a dead week. I think the last thing that came out was the event for Bo. That was it. But before we get into that,
we were
three
so.
scoundrels in a cantina. Old man Logan 76 with Bob, and I am very psyched to kick off the new year. The first guest for 2024, and that is the Immortal.
What up,
What's up,
buddy?
man?
What is going on, brother?
The
How have you
OGs.
been?
OGs are in
How
the
is
house.
Swigo treating you? Give us the lowdown on what's going on in the Immortal One's world.
Not doing too bad. I keep upping. I'm upping my income for the speeder bike raid. Like every time I do it, I'm at like 2.95 mil income on the speeder bike now.
Kane,
Uh
Kane, you're in my guild. What box are we at? Do you know? I don't pay attention
oh
yet.
shit, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
We're doing really good though.
We were when I was doing my run, we were looking at the 145 mil.
I want to say we're hitting 240, but I could be crazy. I could be crazy. What do you get? What do you get, Logan?
I should be getting more with my roster. I should be.
I'm
I'm
saying as a
moving
guild.
fast.
What
I'm lazy.
as a
I
guild?
get
What do you
like,
got?
He
oh
said
well,
I'm fucking lazy.
I am fucking lazy. I'm
Same.
lazy. I am. I'm lazy. I don't. You know, I there's just some nights I don't have the time for that shit. I really don't. Like I try to do TB, 2W, obviously GAC, but the rate is just. I'm getting 11 million somewhere in there,
But I'm talking.
but
I'm talking about
I,
guild
I
wise as a whole. What are you guys getting?
well, and that's what I was getting at. I do have to announce that once again. I feel like the U.S. Pacific Navy in the in World War II. I'm an island hopper. I'm guild hopping. I moved to another new guild.
Okay.
I got a
Fuck me.
message.
Is this like four in like the last 3 months?
No, that's come on. There's no Academy Awards here.
He's
That's a
the
little.
new Mikey. He's the new Mikey from Korban.
You know what? I was actually very content where I was because Sternbach is in that guild, and then I got a message.
Okay, this is the same one that you were telling me about.
Yeah, but I got a message from Bodie, and he had said, "Hey, man, there's an opening in Old Dirty Blasters," and yeah. So after I saw what box they were getting in the raid, I hopped over. We are halfway to the final box of the whole raid.
Which is what? That's what I'm trying to compare to what we're at. I'm trying to think what we're at.
320?
Is there a 400?
I thought it was like 320.
Fuck, dude. It shows you why nobody comes to this show to be informed because none of us know shit.
Anyways, I
So,
think we're around
The
240. I
fuck
didn't
am
mean
I
to.
supposed to know that shit?
I didn't
I
mean to cut you off,
either.
Kane, earlier. I was just trying to figure out where we're at. I think we're around 200 and something that we're getting now. But anyways, Kane, how are you doing, buddy? I didn't mean to. How's Swagga
No, no,
getting?
you're good, man. Like I said, I'm moving up in the speeders. Uh, my roster is coming along. I am 2 relics away on Hera and 5 relics away on Urso, and I'll be able to start unlocking the profundity.
Yep, we were talking about that in Discord, dude. It is.
Yeah,
I, I think it still rivals Leviathan. I said this a couple weeks ago on the show. I feel like it could still be the best ship in the game. It's still that good.
I've
Bob,
seen it beat it.
Yeah.
Bob, just so you know, we're about halfway to the 832 million box.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay, so yeah, so 240 isn't too crazy. We might be higher than that too, but I know we're at a 240 million at least. But either way, I
We we
like where we're at.
also we also have like our guild is like really lax.
Yeah.
Like it's hey, get your runs in so that you get shit, but it's not hey, get your runs in so you don't fuck us.
Yep. And like the last 4 hours, there'll be like 15 to 20 people being tagged that haven't even put in a
So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to throw that back in there, but Kane, more about what's been going on with your roster since the last time you were with us.
Since the last time that I was with you guys, I've got all my Inquisitors. I've been doing the Riva mission. I unlocked Riva.
Ooh,
I've been gearing her up.
He's the only one
I
in the
was
guild. He's the only one
I'm
in
the
our guild
only
that has him or has
are
her.
you
I'm the
serious?
only one in fucking our guild that has Riva.
How the fuck?
No, it's not anyone's fault. He was just his guild before us was he was either starting to get them before us or just getting more. And our
Yeah, when
guild's
I joined this guild, I already had like 200 Riva shards.
and when you joined, we were having like 8 or 7 per rote. And then we made
Yeah,
it a requirement that, well, somewhat a requirement because only half of us have done it, but to go get Inquisitors and start. And now we're up to like 24 or something. So it's a drastic
yeah, the
change. So.
yeah the last TB we got 24 Riva shards. Well, the guild got 24 Riva shards.
What
I got currency.
what's your gear level for Riva right now?
I think I've got her at gear 11 or 12.
Oh, so she's probably your next get into relics priority.
Possibly.
What other choice do you have?
I'm right now. I've actually got some really good ways that I can go. So I was doing the Riva mission. I was getting all the relic levels and shit for the Inquisitors. I finished them. I finished Riva. I finished Star Killer. Uh, but I could gear up and finish relicking my Star Killer team. I've got a relic up and finish my Profundity. Uh, I'm at 8 of 14 Rex for Jabba. So
Yeah, he's good too, man. And that those
I've
stuff's
I've I've
accelerating.
been putting in work and getting everybody like starred out so that I can start gearing and relicking.
You
Uh, my main thing is like roster depth right now. I really need some more depth.
know what? Yeah, I think that's an interesting question. Let's even yeah, we'll ask Bob too, but I think everybody in their career of playing this game has had to take a pause for roster depth.
Oh yeah,
Like there's got to be another team out there, another faction that you can work on just to
I praise
you know
that. Just for your mental health of the game, you should
yeah.
do that. I can't say when to do that, but when you're comfortable with the progress that you've made in your roster, that you know that you can hold, maybe get up a little bit better in Grand Arena, you can hold where you're at for a little bit, and you're satisfied. That's when you want to go start working on just a couple teams. You know, like finish out your Iden Versio team, or some scoundrel team with Dash, or your Night Sisters or something. That's when I usually do that. Or sometimes there's just a few characters that I need, like one, or like maybe I'll need 3 characters, but they're all just needed for 3 different teams that I need to, so I can start putting datacrons on or whatever. But after I do a long ass grind of a GL or maybe 2 GLs, I make myself work on something fun. You know what I mean? Just for the health of it, and it helps you. You don't want to have you don't want to have 10 incomplete teams that do nothing for you really. So it's important that you do that.
Yeah. So also, Kane, I gotta ask, considering who you got this account from and that you swore a blood oath to never spend, how painful was it to look at some of those light side bundles and be like, motherfucker?
Everybody that bought those that didn't have them, they didn't put in the work, didn't put in the grind. Up, you fucking get herpes. Like I could be GL'd out right now, sitting at like not between 9 and 11 mil from buying those fucking packs. But no, I'm free to play, staying free to play. I'm not. It was tempting. It really was.
That's what I wanted to hear. At least
It,
you
it,
were,
it was tempting.
yeah.
We wouldn't have told
The
you.
hardest part about all of it is not not getting the Conquest pass. That is still the hardest fucking thing not to fucking buy.
Yeah, because
We,
my next question,
you
I
know,
already
in
know
like
it.
in a
Anyway.
world of not very many true free to play players anymore, with these light side bundles coming out, Nev would be very proud of you because there's very few of you left. You know.
Oh, I told him the day that I got it, I'll never spend a dime, and I hold 100% true to that. I will never spend a dime on this game. I can grind it out. It'll just take me longer. I'll probably wind up getting kicked from a lot of different guilds, but I'm not gonna pay to play.
Like
But he
I
does
play I
accept
played it chill. I
donations.
like Star Wars.
Under the Immortal Cain.
Yes.
He will accept donations.
Oh yeah. I said the last time that me and Logan talked on the phone, uh, they need to do a gifting.
I
They need
agree.
to add like a gifting system to this. So I'll never fucking spend a dime, but other people can spend all they fucking want and just give the shit to me.
I agree, man. I do agree with that.
It's not-
I don't know how they would do that, but I've been saying it for a long time. They need to revamp this whole, like, you know how they can give you gear, but it's so outdated and old. Like, that's been there since day one and it's never been touched on. I think they should too. 'Cause that
And you
still
can
makes
only
them
get like
money.
5 of something, which is bullshit.
It would still make them money because what they're gifting you, they're not putting towards their account, and they still bought it, so it's going to another account. That's I don't know. It does make sense for them to do something like that.
And you've got to be at the point though now where the game has evolved, even since you started playing, where with the new raid system and the currency you get, items like maybe not necessarily carbontes, but maybe stun cuffs, squirt guns, things like that, are not as much of a bottleneck that you were at first experiencing.
No, no, not at all. The I mean, I still lack here and there on cryotech. I mean, I can get them with that currency, and that's really all I have to use it on, other than relic material.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I don't really use that shit. Vaunt chews my ass all the time, saying, "Have you spent your fucking raid currency? Are you maxed out still?"
Ah, I should have warned Avant. Yo, homeboy over there, he a hoarder.
Oh, he knows.
Like
We had to make
somebody
him
calling
spend
one
it.
800 got junk on his ass and pulling up with a semi.
I'm
Recall.
I'm still I'm still hoarding, but I hoard for I hoard for purposes now. Like
Dude, you had an account, and I saw the mod material you had, and I was like, wait a minute, you haven't spent that yet?
oh no, that a lot of that shit I've already like spent. I spent on an episode, and then I spent more,
I
and then
know.
more,
Like
and I
10
had to build
speed-
it all back up.
you got like 10 fucking speed increases in a row. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I've already redone that like 4 times since the last time I was on. I just have to build it all back up again.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Rokarin Mazel in the chat says any transfers between accounts can be accused quickly, but not if. Okay, let's say Logan wanted to buy a pack that we all can buy in there and wants to give it to Kane. If he goes and clicks buy, and he had the option of buy for myself or gift to a friend, boom, type in where the ally code or whatever and send it to him. There's no way you can abuse that. You're sending a gift to a friend, so that's what
Hey,
I
the
think.
way I look at it, that doesn't break free to play. You still have not spent a dime on this game.
Exactly.
But that should be the way they do it. But I just wanted to answer that. Sorry to interrupt.
So this kind of leads us into the first segment that I'd put out. And Ken, I was interested to hear what you think about this because you mentioned something about one of the biggest temptations you have is the Conquest Pass. Now, we all know how important Conquest tunes are. If you miss out and don't get it within the first six, you're gonna be hurting.
Oh,
So
yeah, because you can only get 20 fucking shards unless you got 2,200 fucking crystals to spend. You fucking belligerent bastard, CG.
God damn, is Malicos really good? So, but Kane, what did you think of Darth Bane and his kid?
So I'm not gonna lie. I have not been following any of the kids.
Really?
Not absolutely 100%. I have not followed any of the kits. I haven't looked up any of them. Uh,
Probably should ask
when
for stream.
well, no, when when I changed guilds, I got into this guild. I stopped I stopped looking at everything that everybody else is going to be able to get, and I started looking into the shit that I can get. So, like that's why I went ahead and went for profundity. I started grinding profundity because that'll help my crystal income. My crystal income will help me get more mats and things like that to help me relic tunes and shit faster. So, like I said, I stopped looking at the conquest tunes and shit because I'm not gonna fucking get those. I'm still I'm still one GL. I'm not getting those fucking conquest tunes anytime soon.
Well, if you're like me, you'll read them and forget them the next day anyway, so you're not missing out.
Exactly, because you don't you're not getting it.
Yeah. I won't remember it or know what he does until I get him in my hands. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like I
definitely.
remember that Darth Bane will give more ultimate charge to Synth Eternal, Emperor Palpatine, and I know when he's by himself, he does a bunch of extra weird shit. So
Yeah,
that's
he's just
really
some
about.
kind of like. I think he's gonna lift some shitty
He's
Sith.
he's gonna lift C absolutely, but he
He's got his
potentially
own
could do something
leadership.
pretty nasty on his own.
Yeah, right. No, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be something worth going for.
So you said that he lifts Emperor Palpatine.
Yes.
Okay, if he lifts Emperor Palpatine, then wouldn't he be viable to bring the Star Killer team back up even more?
C, the GL
So the
Palpatine.
Sith Eternal Emperor,
Yeah. No.
not
See.
not just Emperor Palpatine.
Sith Eternal Emperor.
Okay, are they gonna take fucking Watt from him? That fucking robotic bastard.
I
What?
think that's what they're doing pretty much. I mean, you could throw him in there as well, but I think they're making this the team. You know, there's the rule of two. Do you know much about Bane, Kane?
I mean enough to get me by.
So,
He's Sith. He kill people. He got a
supposedly
red
he
lightsaber.
created the he he created the rule of two, the Sith rule of two. So I think they're trying to lore wise make it to where his team is going to be pretty much him and C. Now he has his own leadership, which is, I mean, it is worth checking out. He does have a leadership that looks like he'll lift up a bunch of maybe like crappy, like the Sidious Sith and
C tier
Darth
Sith.
Maul. You know, maybe
Fair.
some of those like Sith assassin. I don't know, but yeah, he looks decent. He looks like it's worth red crating. But I've been so fucking fed up with this conquest already that I'm just gonna gold crate and be happy.
Real quick, I'm just gonna read something real quick because I brought up the Darth Bane kit. Let's see. He's a believe he's another three Zeta, yeah, three Zeta, three Omicron tone, and it is for GAC. Um,
That's another thing right there tells you he's important if he gets GAC armies.
Didn't they bring like the Jedi character of the dude that played Jar Jar Binks?
Yes, yes.
Blonde or start. I fucking can't even remember his name.
Ahmed
Like I say,
Best
I've seen
is.
him.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I seen him and I can't even remember his name because I'm not fucking getting him anytime soon.
So the actor is Ahmed Best, but the character is Kelleran Beck.
Yeah, Beck.
Yep. And he's
dude,
awesome, dude.
he's
He's really
fucking
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking cool. In TW, if he has his Omicron, which I did, I gave it to him. In TW, he is fun. You just fuck shit up. All right, so real quick, Darth Bane's first special, Malevolent Whirlwind, cooldown of 3, Omicron, and this is just one ability: dispel all buffs on all enemies twice, then deal physical damage to all enemies twice, dealing 10% more damage for each debuff dispelled, and inflict healing immunity for 2 turns. If the ally in the leader slot is Sith Eternal Emperor, he gains 1% ultimate charge for each enemy that was dealt damage with Deceived or Linked. Bane gains 5 Siphon until the end of the encounter.
Jesus.
That's just one move. I mean, it's a novel.
No, Darth Bane is going to be absolutely filthy.
What does his leadership do?
Hold on. I'll fuck it. I have shit to go over this week anyway. So only the strong survive. Just as Zeta, final text, Sith allies have 30% offense plus 30 speed. Sith allies can't be revived. Light side enemies have negative 10 speed, doubled for Jedi. At the start of battle, allies gain defense up, evasion up, and health up for 2 turns. Whenever a Sith ally is defeated, Bane's cooldowns are reset. He recovers 50% health and gains 50% turn meter. While Bane is active, at the end of each of his turns, the weakest other Sith ally takes damage equal to 15% of Bane's max health, and Bane gains 5% max health for each other Sith ally for the rest of the battle. The first time each other non-galactic legend Sith ally above 30% health would be reduced to 30% less health, they're granted a bonus turn and defeated at the start of that bonus turn. Then, Bane gains 5% max health, max protection, offense, 5 speed, an additional 5% max health, max protection, and offense, and 5 speed for each relic amplifier level that defeated Sith ally had.
Jeez, what the fuck?
This dude is going to be absolutely insane.
I don't know how that's gonna work though. Like, is he gonna be that badass once everyone's dead?
Yes,
Do you think he's just gonna be like one shotting people?
yes. Once Sith around him start dying,
The higher
he's
the
gonna get
relics,
better.
that means you're gonna want to have high relics around him dying. You know what I mean?
Like your not the lobster trooper, but the original Sith Empire trooper.
Yeah.
You would want him at high relics, like 7 or above.
Don't
Because
don't
think about it, at
don't
7 and above, look what he's getting.
don't most of us have R7 Darth Mauls?
Yeah,
Most
Oh
of,
yeah, yeah. We've all got R7 Darth
and think
Mauls.
about the people who have done like R9 Sith Assassin for their ships.
I'm that guy.
Who else? You
I'm
know what I
I'm
mean?
I'm that guy.
There's a
I
lot
did.
of there's a lot of shitty high relic Sith that we had to do for requirements. That can probably already be thrown because you don't really care about them. You want them to die off so that Bane just starts getting crazy. I guess I don't know. We'll have to see how that works. It might be underwhelming. I'm worried that it might be not as cool as it sounds. Though.
So he also has a special 2, Essence of Dominance. Fuck it, we'll just read it. Cooldown of 4, another Omicron. Deal physical damage to all enemies based on Bane's max health and increase their cooldowns by 1, which can't be resisted. Bane siphons max health from target enemy, which can't be resisted. Sith allies gain defense penetration up, health up, offense up, and speed up for 2 turns. Siphon max health. Gain a percentage of max health equal to this unit's siphon until the end of the encounter, and the target loses that much health, stacking. While in Grand Arenas,
Yeah.
increase enemy cooldowns by 2 instead, and remove 50% turn meter from all enemies, and Sith allies gain 50% turn meter. Reduce all enemies' defense and tenacity by 20%, stacking, which can't be resisted until the end of the battle.
What if you had Nihilus with that team? He'd be doing cool. He ups cooldowns as well, doesn't he?
Yep.
So Vomitorium is saying Trey Nihilus Bane for 3s.
I want to go back what people are saying in the chat actually.
Yeah, no, I do too, because I think that's really it. Like, because if you look at his uniques, he doesn't necessarily have to be the lead. The only problem, I mean, the only problem is that's a cooldown of 4, so you're gonna be waiting on that for a minute.
Yeah, but I mean, again, Treya lead, Nihilus Bane for threes.
But
So
also,
You got Treya's Omni with Nihilus and Bane.
Well, I feel well also you're gonna want to do that ability first. Knock down their cooldowns by 2, then try to arrange the speed where Nihilus is shortly after and knock just totally fuck up how that team operates.
but Aoi Hero says, I don't know if I want to put him with C. And then Rokarin says, you probably do. So, like, he had a good point that pretty much C takes a lot of, pretty much counters everything without Bane. So, do you guys think he really is going to be the most useful with C, or do you think he'll be the most useful being somewhere else with other Sith?
Mm,
I just I don't know if I almost feel like he's too expensive to give to another tune that does everything I really need it to do.
That's what I'm
Like
thinking too.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you have and whenever you're in GAC or any part of this game, you know what you want C to do. And
And you
I
don't really
just
need him to do anything else. You know?
you really I mean I don't know. I mean, obviously we're going to see a lot of testing. If it turns out to be godly and he's destroying other legends, then it could be a case of well, maybe the door is open a little bit because there are still some like C can't fuck with Jabba.
Well, while we're here, Rokarin says the rule of 2 unique is gross. So let's go ahead and hear that one while we're here.
All right, rule of 2. He did ask for it. The unique one, Zeta and Nomicron. Final text. Bane has plus 20% critical chance, critical damage, and plus 50% health steal. Whenever he is dazed, he gains 10% max health, stacking, until the end of the battle. Whenever an enemy starts their turn, Bane gains 5 speed, max 100, until the end of battle. At the start of battle, if there is only one other non summon ally present, and they are Sith, Bane
AKA
takes
him.
reduced damage, so basically he's got to be on his own.
But here's my thing: is it works with all of them though. Like it could be like we were talking about Emperor Palps that wasn't C, that would work, but it just have to be
Yes,
those two.
yes,
I don't know if you'd want to do that, but you could actually do that. You could have Darth
but
Maul and Bane, or not Darth
but that's
Maul.
what's leaving us so many options with this tune. Like
Yeah,
I feel like this is going to be a really we're going to be able to use him with C or without.
yeah. So he's really cool. But go ahead. Sorry, keep going.
All right, so again, at the start of battle, if there's only one other non-summon ally present and they are Sith, Bane takes reduced damage from percent health damage effects and gains 350% defense. Whenever his other
Jeez.
ally gains ultimate charge, they gain an additional 2% ultimate charge, and the following effects occur for Bane and other Sith ally. Now, we have to be fair. When it mentions ultimate charge, that's for C.
Yeah, right. They're making this. You could do it with other ones,
So,
but it's 4C for sure.
so Bane is going to gain those benefits and the 300%, 350% defense. Whenever he gains charge, the other tune, immune to ability block, cooldown increase, healing immunity, stun, and turn meter reduction. Gains 75% max health, gains 75% max protection until the first time he is defeated. Ignore taunts at the start of their turn. Fuck it. Recover 35% protection and dispel all debuffs on themselves. And to put icing on the fucking cake, when Bane or other ally is defeated, the remaining ally gains 5% critical damage, offense, and potency, plus an additional 15% of these stats per the defeated character's relic amplifier level until the end of battle.
Hear me
While
out.
in Grand,
Oh, where it
yeah.
keeps going. Okay, keep going.
Oh no, we're not done. We're not done. We got While in Grand Arenas. At the start of battle, if there is only one other non-summon ally present, and they are Sith, Bane gains 75% mastery, max health, and max protection. Whenever an enemy is defeated, Bane gains 10% max health, max protection, and offense, stacking until the end of battle. At the start of battle, this is if you fail in GAC, Bane gains 100% turn meter. These effects persist if Bane is defeated.
Okay, so hear me out. Maybe, yes, this will send him over the edge offensively, and you're going to be able to take pretty much anything out. But so can, for the most part, so can Reva. That's not unheard of in this game, right? So it's probably going to send him, yes, over the edge and take pretty much anything out. But what if this is really making it so that you can put 2 characters on defense and you're still going to have to use a GL to take out just 2 characters? What if this is making him a defensive option? And which would be cool because there's only 2 characters. And yet, oh shit.
Who's in the house? Who just came in the cantina?
What
You guys
up?
can't have a party without me on my own birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
It's your fucking birthday?
No, he's here.
What
The
is
fuck
real
are you
party.
doing here?
Fucking 1999. What are you doing?
He just turned
Yeah,
21.
guys, what's up?
Nothing,
On
man.
that
Didn't
day,
expect you
another
to be
dollar.
here.
Happy birthday, fearless leader.
Thank you, gentlemen.
The Force.
Where
Well,
did
I was actually.
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say,
What do you
where
think?
did you go for dinner and what did you order?
I went to dinner at a place. It's like a nice restaurant, seafood, and like I would say fairly upscale. I got duck breast.
It's called Chippendales.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, boy, you got. What you got? What,
No,
you
I
said
knew it had to.
duck breast?
I knew it was going to be something bougie, and he got duck. We knew that was going to happen.
I almost got. It was that or paella.
What is that?
Spanish style dish with rice, like tons of types of seafood.
You just give me a fucking fucking T-bone and some potatoes and I'm good.
Oh
Good,
yeah.
man. Glad you had a good
Oh
time.
yeah.
Man.
Good
I'm glad
good
you got to
sized
hang out with me.
porterhouse.
Oh, exactly, dude. Just give me a good steak on a cast iron, and I'm
They,
happy as a
they,
clam.
they did have a steak on the menu, but it's you got to remember I live in Maryland, so seafood central.
That is true. That is true. So Avant, we were because Kane never read or knew the Darth Bane kit, and he's a dark side guy, and we've been reading it to him, and he doesn't have much to say because I think he's still trying to process how fucked up this kit is.
I'm not gonna get him anytime soon. I mean,
And that's the perspective you got to, yeah.
plus I'm
Okay.
not gonna see him. I mean, I might see him, but it'll be like,
Just passing.
hey,
by.
look, Avant killed somebody in TW using Bane.
That's true. That's true. But real quick, Avant, I want you to answer this too. I don't know if you know his kit offhand or if you even heard us talking about it. But do you think this might just be setting it up so you can put C on defense?
No,
Okay. Avant, you always shut down
I
by
think-
tinfoils.
I think Slicker will still solo C.
With Darth Bane,
Yeah, what in his kit will stop it?
I had no idea.
well, it's the fact it's
You
unless it's Slicker, you target Bane out of the gate and get him out of there, then yes. But the more Sith that die around him, the more harder to literally eradicate it's
But
going to get.
my question is just setting C and Bane on defense, just those two to get the real.
I agree with Avant. I don't think so. I think Darth
So
Bane is now given C more
here's why
offense.
here's why it doesn't work, because a portion of Bane's kit is only applicable if it's just C and Bane. Like you're not placing a full squad of 5. It's just C and Bane.
There's one ability. But However, there are other parts of his kit where if other Sith die around him, he gains shit based on their relic levels.
They're saying that you can't put anything under 5 on defense. I thought people were putting Wampa on defense at one point.
No, I don't think so.
Why the fuck would you put Wampa on defense?
I just thought it was
Yeah.
a thing people would try to do. Okay, well, there went that.
I mean, I've heard worse things.
I just, yeah, I honestly,
I've heard worse. I'm just saying.
I
I have.
Thanks, man.
I have. Like relicking Jawas.
Well, it was necessary evil, and every now and again they're fun to use because, goddamn, do they get some thermal detonators out there in a hurry?
So check this out.
But it was a joke though, because I'm the one that told you to fucking relic your Jawas.
No, but you know what? They're fun. They're fun to use in Conquest. You get a bunch of amplify agonies and caustic emissions. Shit, fucking Jawas melt through shit. So they've found a small use.
So
Granted, I can only do about 2 battles with them, and then their stamina goes to shit.
So the 11 mil account, I didn't know that I had relicked up Jawas and relicked up Tuscans. So in a row, for the win, I took in Jawas for the win, I took Tuscans in for the win, and Ewoks in for the win, and we won it with the 3 worst teams in the game.
What did you beat?
You were in what game mode?
Grand Arena.
You were in GAC?
Wow.
Yeah, and I used all 3 of those teams. I didn't realize I had them. In Kyber 2, thank you. If I win 2 more times, I go to Kyber 1. We figured it out.
Well, this is a really good segue into the next topic. So we covered all that. So fuck it.
Were we talking about
we just did
Conquest,
our first match of 5v5. How'd everybody do? Bob, you start because you already did.
Kicking ass, dude, on both accounts. I'm in Kyber 2 on both accounts. I'm just on the bottom on my main, on the top on my other one. But I stopped the shit out of my opponent on my main account, and on the big account, no one attacked. But I still got a win on both, so went well. And we Utini bombed somebody. So that was my first time ever doing that. Also, the fucking Tuscans, I am now behind Avant talking about the Tuscans. Because I don't remember who I took on. It was an okay team. And I was just clicking buttons, and my second or third turn, the screen just stops. And then everyone blows up. And I was like, what the fuck did I just do? And it didn't take any effort.
Everyone got stunned.
Yeah.
Everyone got stunned, and they got like 40 dots probably.
Yeah, it was amazing. So I am on the Tuscan train. Someday I might, not any rush, but just to use them.
Tuscans or Bad Batch? Which will you do first?
I'm telling you that Tuscan Cron with Raider with the Omicron and 3v3 is fucking annoying.
It is.
Like you've got to put a decent investment in to beat that.
And that might be
That's
what
not
I
something
had.
you just look at and go, "Oh, throw fucking bounty hunters at it." Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work.
Don't make fun of Mahomes, damn it.
No, unless you're Jabba, there's no other bounty hunter walking into that match going, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up." No, you're not.
That's my man. That's my dude.
No. So both accounts you won, Bob?
Yep, it was pretty good. What about you guys?
Avant, birthday.
I lost
man.
today.
Oh,
I lost. I attacked a Riva squad with
Treya.
unaligned force user Datacron, where they got repost.
What was the team?
And I used Treya, and they killed Treya. For some reason, my Savage didn't taunt, and they kept attacking Treya. And
that's shitty.
Then they killed Treya, and then they killed Nihilus, and I couldn't annihilate Riva. So I got stuck trying to figure out how to beat Riva, Grand Inquisitor, Eighth Brother, and Fifth Brother. And
I went to the same
I had to find a way to annihilate Riva. So I had to use my bounty hunters. And then I went up against Lord Vader with my slicker, and Maul went off. I mistimed my ultimate. Maul went off and killed Slicker, and I didn't have a way to beat Lord Vader.
Damn.
So I got stuck behind a Lord Vader.
Yeah, I had the same exact thing happen to me today with the Traya Riva thing. If they go all in on Traya, you're fucked. I don't care what Omicron you have or anything, because they can kill Riva or they can kill Traya. I'm sorry, very quickly. So
I have no idea why my Savage didn't taunt. He's supposed to get his buff where he taunts, but he just didn't. So he didn't taunt, and they just went after Riva. Or I'm sorry, after Traya.
Because it happens to me as well a lot. And they kill my Traya quick, it's done. It's over with. And they did that. They did that to me, but I was lucky that my next turn I got the Annihilate off on Riva. But I got
Yeah, I was waiting for Nihilus to get a turn, and he got ability blocked. So I couldn't annihilate Riva. I was pretty sad.
Yeah. Swamp Grass, what's up, brother? Thank you for the raid as usual, man.
Swamp Grass, thank you, brother. Hope you're doing well and you had a happy holiday season.
Yeah, love you, buddy. Really appreciate it.
To Jack Daniels' comment in chat, I unfortunately put Phoenix with Captain Rex on defense instead of saving them for offense. So, gone.
Hello.
So yeah, I basically messed up my counter train with who I had to counter squads, and because I lost the Riva fight, it derailed me a little bit. But
Fig says, is it because Traya gets death mark for dispelling her teammates?
it is, but the AI is stupid, and they'll still sometimes attack Savage.
That's true.
But for some reason, Savage was not. He wasn't taunting, so they were just attacking Traya, and of course they killed her.
Have you guys used Phoenix with Cap Rex and a pre-taunt versus Riva? Zach says
I
do that. I've never tried that.
I can kind of answer that. Can I go into my GAC? Because something like that.
No,
Well,
yeah, go for it.
Real quick, bud. So Swamp Grass says, "Who is your guest here?" I'm just a lonely little fuckstick that just so happened to wander in off the street, grab me a beer, and they started talking to me. I feel real awkward right now. I need an adult.
He's never heard of Swigo. He normally makes really pretty stained glass versions of puppies. That's his profession.
I try.
Really.
Sometimes I do them in 3D, and they look like Pizza the Hut.
Really, like if you want a mind fuck, look at some of his work. It's like Edgar Allan Poe fucked Edgar Allan White.
And the only ones he's sold is the ones he's paid people to.
Frank Lloyd Wright, excuse me.
What the hell was that? There was a duck that just went by.
I saw that. We get flagged for too many F-bombs?
I think they send ducks at us if we say fuck too much.
We just got hit with a duck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You just got ducked. I don't even know how you did that. That was cool.
Just got struck by a duck. What the fuck?
How the fuck are you doing that? That's awesome.
It's all good. It's all good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Hold your applause.
Okay. I did not. We have a sound log, you guys, and I had no idea right here. This is amazing.
We rent that for however long we do this show.
It's on your Discord. Bottom left corner, the little megaphone.
It's probably a free feature.
It is.
Certain ones are, and then you have to subscribe for others. That's cool. Okay, good to know. They said that L3 makes a good pre-taunt for the Riva counter with Phoenix. I've never done that, but why not? Come to my streams. We'll do some stupid shit like that.
No, my bad, Logan. Have at your GAC, bud.
Oh. So first off, I've never faced someone from a Maw guild because it said Maw before the person's name, so I kind of went,
"You're fucked."
Oh shit! All right. And he had had a higher GP than me. It was like 12.4 million. All the freaking toys. I normally always try to go for like the low hanging fruit for max banners, but I figured, you know what? I spent all this money on Bo. Fuck it. I'm gonna hit his Lord Vader and see what happens. Never tried it, never seen it. We're gonna go with it. And Lord Vader was absolutely smashed.
In a good way? Like he
Like
kicked his ass?
it was never in doubt because,
said in a good way.
well, when you think about Bo's kit, it does say whenever someone dies, they're immediately revived with 50% health, 50% protection, and I believe it's 100% turn meter. So Maul goes and he does his thing, and of course he targets Bo, and there I am sitting there shitting my pants, not remembering that the kit did that. And then she comes back, and I went, "Oh fuck, okay, here we go." So, and then I not gonna lie, I don't remember what I did. I was hitting buttons, looking at what the buttons did. Yeah, that'll work. And it was that the true damage that Bo's kit does. Like they even had Beskar armor Relic 9 Gideon on the team, and I melted him.
Just like lore. That's what
I mean,
happened.
that dark saber that she does, and how many? It's the true damage, but it's the amount of times that she hits. It was absolutely outrageous. What it's going to do against other legends, I don't know, but from personal experience, I mean, I think it was. I don't remember what I put in the Discord. Was it 74 banners?
Is this the
Nice.
end of Lord Vader on defense?
I think if you're looking at your opponent as Bo, yeah. I mean, the fucking team had Maul and Beskar Armor Moff Gideon and Relic 9 Lord Vader, and I smashed it. And I didn't lose a single tune.
My
Damn.
question
Nice.
is, what's the ultimate defense nowadays? Because it seems like most GL teams are easier to beat than some other non-GL teams nowadays.
And you know what? With this latest Datacron set, nothing is. Nothing is
It's
safe. Leia's
it's
not safe.
it's
Jabba's
all
not safe.
dependent.
Nothing is safe anymore.
Yeah, it's all dependent on the datacrons. Like Swamp saying Ray best defense, but no.
But
I mean, it depends on the datacrons.
I
If
defended today with a Seer Malicos team with a very good Malicos Datacron. Absolutely.
I I've beaten Ray in GAC with my JML. Yeah,
What?
yeah. It's all about strat.
I think
If
Ray is
they're
still one of
not
the
running,
best defensive GLs, but
very true, very true. I won't lie. I get my ass handed to me more than I beat her, but I can still beat her.
I will say, and Yvonne, I'm gonna 100% agree, and also piggyback on that a little bit. It's not the Datacron set we're in, but the previous one. That one for unaligned force users that
the
gain,
defensive stacking is
and then
terrible.
you already give them 200, 250 defense. It's
Mhm.
like Star Killer and Ray has not been a thing since that Datacron has existed.
And then
Yeah.
put 50 RT, put Barris, put Cal, put Swolo. It's fucking tough on top of that. If you put that kind of lineup, yeah, it takes a lot. I had
Well,
to
no,
Yeah,
like
freeze someone.
if you go up against a Ray, you go up against a Ray. The easiest way, you start beating the shit out of her till she goes immune. As soon as she goes immune, you burn every fucking high cooldown that you've got that's going to deal a shit ton of damage, and nuke the shit out of Finn. You nuke Finn, you can fucking annihilate a Ray team.
Oh, but where we're at, you don't even see Finn on that anymore.
Again, that's the level of competition that I go up against, and I got no
Yeah.
fucking business fighting Rays. I fight fucking Lord Vaders, Rays, Thieves, Kenobis.
You have Star Killer,
In-
don't you?
Yeah, I've got Star Killer, but I'm still relicking the squad.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because
But
where
like
you're
Jabba, I
at,
saw my first fucking Jabba.
where
I
you're
was
at,
pissed.
Star Killer will go through those rays like butter. It won't be a problem for you.
Not this Datacron set, not this past set. And it's due to expire soon, but
Yeah, but I don't think Kane is seeing stacking
no,
defense
he's
Ray
not.
squads
Not
where he's
current.
at.
No,
Like Hey, what's your Datacron experience? Are you seeing anybody with him?
Here and there. Here and there, I'll see Datacrons. Every now and then, I'll see like a really high Datacron, like a level 9. But other than that, I might see one here and there, and they're usually pretty shitty. Like the Datacrons that I farm are better than the ones I go up against.
All right, so Bob is essentially right. If you're facing a Ray with no Datacron, yeah, Star Killer, very good chance you're going to own
Yeah.
that. But shit, I've had to totally readjust my Ray strategy for the past 3 months and change.
I've been using Malicos.
Yep, and it's not. Our records are good, but if I, you have to admit it's not 100%.
Ray sometimes will sneak banners out too. She'll
Yep.
throw the sabers up, and you're like, God damn it! And then she steals 3 or 4 banners from you.
You got to target Ray and just get her into damage immunity, and then worry about fucking Solo.
If Cal's
As
on the
long as
team, do you guys?
Malicos kills him, he doesn't come back.
If Cal's on the team, do you guys kill Cal and then go for Swolo?
No.
No, you focus down Ray, worry about Solo, go back to Ray.
Yeah.
Just leave Cal
The,
alone.
the primary objective is
you kill the heart of that team.
And I know that part. I'm just talking about just when Cal's on the team, though.
now. If Cal's on the team, these are the steps. I do a little different approach than what Kane said. I attack Solo first. I attack Swolo first to get him down, get his damage immunity gone. Then I get Ray into damage immunity. And then from there, you try to get like a shock or a healing immunity on Ray in that process so that when Ben Solo comes out of damage immunity, you can kill him. And then if you kill him, then you go in on Ray. And if you kill Ray, then it's over. It's just a matter of cleaning up the rest of the squad with what you've got.
And his bitch ass comes back 75 times.
Yeah, he comes back, but he's easy to kill. But
not against Malicos, he doesn't. Malicos, if someone's killed, they can't be revived.
Okay, listen to this though. When he comes back, and if you don't take care of him, can't he revive Ray again?
No. When Ray is dead, she's dead.
That's in his kit. I swore that was in his kit. That's why he keeps coming back.
No, comes back.
I thought his kit was she can't die as long as he's alive.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
And he can't be taken like below half health or something.
You can't kill him until she's below 50% health.
Yeah.
So you have to get her below 50, kill him, and then kill her.
Huh. Well, how is he coming back if the leader's dead? That's my thing.
So
I don't know. Whatever.
Ben Solo will revive every time your leader takes a turn.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. So, who else?
So the only other notable thing that I did in GAC is I got through the first, the front south wall, and then I saw a gas team that was pretty nasty, and I'm like, all right, well, I've got Phoenix and Captain Rex and a really good Rebel Cron. I'll give it a shot. And once Rex got his AoE off and hit everybody with stagger, that was it. Survived the first shots from Han, and as long as Rex gets his shit off, that's game, set, match.
So you use that counter then?
I did. Worked like a charm.
I killed a CLS damage reduction Datacron team with Tuskens. It was very satisfying.
With Tuskens?
Yeah. Because the CLS squad is like, it works on turn meter gain.
Yes,
so
it does.
As they gain turn meter, your Tusken squad just gains tons of momentum. And then as soon as a rebel takes a turn, they get stunned. And then you just put tons of dots on them and they just die. Even with the damage reduction Datacron.
Absolutely. And that's also what makes the Phoenix team so good, is that, once you can get that AoE off, that team just runs on turn meter. And it's just constant attacks. So yeah,
That team also dies to Tuskens.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Turn meter. Yep, lots of turn meter.
So we're talking about Datacrons. How far do you
Your
get
favorite.
in Conquest, Kane? Are you able to
Oh,
complete them?
Yeah, where's everybody at in their conquest grind? Kane, go ahead.
Oh, I'm not far at all. I've like I said, the Conquest Pass shit has just been fucking with me and keeping me kind of not wanting to do Conquest because I miss out on a lot of rewards.
But if you got the Conquest Pass, you would have to do it because you couldn't get access to everything on there.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's true, but at 1 GL, he's not gonna. Unfortunately he's not gonna red box anything.
So then you'd be wasting your money.
Pretty much.
So you need to keep doing your best so you get better at it, and over time it'll get easier for you, and then you could get to that point.
So what he needs to do is go to Vegas, start playing some Texas Hold'em like we used to do, get real fucking lucky, then go home and buy some shit on Swigo. That's what he needs to do.
So or we all sneak into old man's room, and we take his credit card out of his pocket, and he won't know. He don't know if it's him or someone else doing it.
And you know what? I'm not going to imply anything. All I'm going to say is you better be wearing a vest.
We'll get on his yacht. We'll sell some of his silverware that he's got.
Fuck that! We'll sell the yacht.
Sell silverware.
So the yacht. You ain't putting my motherfucking yacht in the market. No, that's my shit.
Sell his used caviar out of his
No, you used caviar, motherfucker. You serve that fresh. What you talking about? You don't serve used caviar. What seafood? Seafood.
We'll be living like kings for.
I don't know if I want no goddamn used caviar because that means somebody done ate it and shit it out.
Imagine some jackass putting saran wrap over a container of caviar. It'll be good tomorrow. Yeah, go ahead, eat that shit. I dare
We
you.
can eat this in a week.
Yeah,
goes good with my ramen noodles.
Hey, honey, we gonna watch the Cowboys play. You got that leftover caviar?
On saltines.
Fuckers. Oh,
I can't wait. And
so Conquest. Bob, where are you at in this Conquest?
I don't know, man.
We've actually had Celiac Sarah on this show a handful of times, and you still.
I wanted to tag all of them. I wanted to tag Bit Dynasty, fucking Scribe, Celiac, Thriskel, or whoever the new guy is that everyone's posting about, Thrilliac or something. And I just wanted to say fuck you.
Didn't even know his name, just talking shit. You know, a new fucking guy, like fuck him. You want to tag him too?
Because fucking I talk shit about Bit Dynasty because he's right about everything. Everyone loves him. Every time I went to his video,
Rocket Ledoux, fuck that dude. I can't stand him.
It's funny. Avant, before I even saw what Avant posted, I was so fucking frustrated with it. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go look up some fucking YouTube videos. There's always an awesome cheese to do. And it's something fucking off the wall every time. And they're like, yeah, it's simple. Here's a Gear 8 fucking Kira and a Gear 2 fucking R2 and L3.
Bob, save that. That was the big question. We got to save that for later. Well, no, believe me, we're going to hit that. But don't.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. I'm pretty much saying fuck this Conquest. It looks easy on paper, but it's not as easy as you think. And one of the things that pissed me off is how I do it, how you guys have told me to do it, is I'll try to do some feats along the way, but the first step is I like to get through all the nodes. I just want to get them all done through Sector 5, and then I start taking out the feats.
Avant, are you going to red box?
Hey, I'm not finished with my Conquest story.
I know, I'm trying to make a point. Avant, are you going to red box?
He always red boxes.
Yes.
Have you made red box?
100% of the time.
No.
No.
Like right now,
but I don't.
Currently, right now, have you made red box?
I'm almost at gold, and I will have the red by the end.
You could give
you know me. I'm an efficiency player. I'm not going to blitz to red and then farm materials. I'm going to work my way through and get to the finish line right on time.
Red crate.
All right, so Bob, I got Redbox. I got Redbox today. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is, why don't you listen to us?
I do. I'm you.
Or go to videos.
Listen to why don't you listen to my story and let me finish it before you start talking shit?
And I was giving the floor back because I want to hear your story, but I was trying to prove the point that there's ways around this.
I know when I tell stories, they're long and drawn out, and it puts people to sleep. But you're gonna have to sleep through this one real quick. So,
all right.
I was like, fuck it, and I looked up a Bit Dynasty video. I was also pissed off because I had to take off I'm free to play, so it's not free for me to move disc around. It wasn't working with what I had, but I did identical to what he had. I had a couple nodes that I could do that he had, but for the most part I didn't. But the ones that I did, I was like, okay, here's the layout. I'm doing what he's saying. I almost to a T had the disc that he did. And it was worse off. I was dying off. He had fucking like Gear 8 characters. I don't even know how the fuck he's doing this with Gear 8 characters, and that's why I'm even more mad. How the fuck are you doing this with Gear 8? Because mine are relicked up. I have the same discs as you, and I still can't pull it off. I'm dying off. And he's not. He's just doing things, and no one's getting hurt, and he's stacking stuff. And then... So now I'm even more mad because you're not helping me now. But everyone else is like, it worked for me, And it's just like last week you guys were trying to tell me how to farm Zetas, or not Zetas, fucking Chirotechs, and I'm doing that. I'm doing what they're saying for me to do. Like, you guys can sit here on stream sometime and see, and I'm doing it to a T, and it's still not working.
Can I be the voice of reason?
No,
please,
not tonight.
Please.
Please don't be. You can, I'm just kidding.
The hard part about this is that these Conquest guide videos came out, and for some of them to work, the contingency is that you need the right squad to attack. You need a Phoenix squad, or what was the other one?
Phoenix. I know what you're saying.
First order, or a first order squad.
Yeah.
So personally, in Sector 5, along the challenge path, I always stay on the challenge path. I never go off of it.
Same.
I did not get Phoenix or First Order, so I cannot do these cheeses. Now, I refuse to not get Red Crate. I am going to find a way to get it. So here's what you should do. I can hear the defeat in your voice. It's okay if you don't get Red Crate.
I know.
Defeat in his voice. That was fucking obvious.
Get the gold crate, and then look for the specific squads to face in the second and third iterations of Conquest, and then you can unlock Bane on the first iteration of the next Conquest. You're not missing that much.
They said
just
Scribe was also going against the Star Killer teams, the Barris ones too, I guess.
Yes, I did see that. But if you don't have any of those three squads, then get to Gold Crate this time. And then you can, now that we know the formula for this Conquest in the second and third iterations, you can look for the right stuff. And it will be easier.
You're 1,000% right. With me, I just start freaking out, and I don't think about.
I know you're freaking out, and I'm trying to level you out right now.
But I have thought about mostly what you said. I was streaming today, and we were talking, and I was like, you know what? I don't even fucking have C. So what's my hurry for Bane? I agree with that approach. You don't need Bane right now. Yeah, it's not worth
you can wait. Though. You can wait one Conquest. It's not worth burning the building down,
Exactly. You're right.
Unless you want to burn it down, then just some people like to watch the world burn.
I'm just like, I was so excited and I was so confident, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get Red Crate. And then I got to fucking Kylo Ren node just on Sector 2 or something, and I wasted 240 energy. 240 energy. And just my JMKs, my Jabbas getting one-shotted by OG Kylo, who's been in the game for 6 years. Dude, I'm not even doing feats at this point.
I'm just imagining Emperor Palpatine in the background going, good. Good.
There is some annoying shit in this conquest though. Like Sector 5, the 300 stagger. Shit like that is just.
That's
It's
the
just
two I'm having
fucking.
the most problem with right now.
It's just fucking annoying.
Yes. Above anything else, it's annoying, and it's
Right.
like, okay, CG, can we do away with that? Like, I know that you made those cheesable, but like, I don't want to have to figure out how to cheese a feat just to beat it. Like, just make it so that I can do it or I can't do it. Don't make me have to figure out the cheat code puzzle and tap in the 8 directional buttons to get the game genie code just to fucking cheese this. Like it's enough.
And
But still, I think
hold
well,
on,
Bob,
Owie
hold on.
Hero says he got red box in one day. Come on,
He's
man.
trolling you.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
kidding. He's trolling.
All right.
That's dude. You troll all you want. You can dig a fucking tunnel. Great Escape, Steve McQueen. Don't give a fuck. But dude,
And I'm sure
that's a blatant fucking lie.
I'm sure you can get 300
blatant
stagger in one battle, but I just told you I did those cheeses, and my characters died off in 1 to 2 turns.
But Bob, here's the other thing, and I think this is worth mentioning. When you look at any conquest, there are a lot of bottlenecks in this conquest. You have to have a certain amount of wins with light side Mandalorians, a certain amount of wins with light side unaligned Force users,
Without them dying, by the way.
yeah,
Without
and
them
you
dying.
have to get there's another feat in here where you have to get a
Ewoks.
certain amount of kills with Captain Drogon. Like there's a lot of shit in here that you really need to look at the feats and ask yourself realistically, for my own crystal economy, can I space this out? I may not get it in the first 3, but can I get it in the first 4, maybe 5 if I do it? Like I feel like the first conquest of any new characters is a really good kind of a gauge of where you're going to be and how long it's going to take you, because if you miss out completely, we all know proving grounds is bullshit. So you really got to look at everything and be like, all right, feasibly, and especially somebody that's free to play like you, how can I do this that is going to be economic?
Yeah. No, I agree. And I know how to do that. Like, I can get it done before Proving Grounds. But I've done that my whole life. But, yeah, I just get excited about things in this game. And then when it's like someone puts their hand on my head and is like, no, you're not doing this, I just start to freak out. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, fuck this goddamn game. And that Kylo Ren node, dude, I had to use a consumable. That's what the problem was. Is I used a consumable and it was over with. But no one uses those. How the fuck would I have known that? And of course, I have to get on here. I have to wait for you guys to respond. I have to watch 3 hours of freaking videos to find out that I need to use a consumable. And yeah, it's just irritating. I was fucking pissed.
I'm gonna chime in as the underdog for Conquest. So they both told me the same thing. So yeah, man, you'd like let us know whenever you're gonna do Conquest. Like we'll log on, we'll help you out. Dude, fuck them. Fuck them. When I did Conquest and I needed help, didn't nobody help me. I had to figure that shit out. And you know what I did? I figured it out. I've made it all the way to Sector 5 multiple times. I've done a lot of the feats multiple times. I have 1 GL, bud. The more you sit there and grind out on Conquest, the more you're going to learn, and the more you're going to be able to set your tunes up for Conquest. Like I hate that it is like that, but dude, it's just the way the game is, because because the algorithm changes so much during Conquest. Nobody can really help you through it. They can tell you what they used, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work for you.
Yeah.
Well, Conquest has become the latest grind for late game players to get the newer shit, where mid game, I mean, they've got to put in some serious work or spend money.
I don't want to
Right.
think.
Exactly.
I want to fucking collect. I don't want to think. I want to collect. I want to make my guys powerful enough that they can overcome the next obstacle. I'm tired of
This
thinking.
ain't the game for you, then, bud.
I don't need to think. I'm in Kyber 2 and I don't think. I'm in Kyber 2
Remind
and
me
I don't
to
think.
never
That tells me how shitty GAC has gotten. And now I got all these people that just bought all these fucking packs, and got all these day one GLs and shit,
Yep.
that
Even
I'm
farther back.
shitting on GLs with non GLs because these fucksticks bought the packs and don't know how to use them.
Yeah, but you know what? Exactly. They don't know how to use them, and you have roster depth.
Oh no, they have roster depth because they bought these fucking packs.
Yeah,
But I'm
no,
shitting on them because they don't know how to use them.
for a
They're
lot
putting
of
offensive teams on defense. So all I got to do is just run my defensive teams that I hold off from putting on D, and I'm
But what I
shitting on
mean,
them.
but what I mean by roster depth is you're facing a lot of players like that, but they don't also have not just but other team roster depth and mods. Dude,
Yeah,
they don't have the
mods and
fucking mods
Zetas.
you
It's
do.
a mod
That's true.
and Zeta game.
Yeah, mods and Zetas. They
That's
don't
true.
have the shit you do.
That's
why
true.
they're
I've
being
got
successful.
Zetas for fucking years.
The
Almost all my
downside to
tunes
these
that can have Zetas have Zetas.
Whoa. We're gonna have a cook-off. Avant, how many Zetas do you have?
unapplied or applied.
Unapplied. Right now, in storage.
Hold please.
Oh fuck! You're
If
gonna
it
make me
makes you
pull up
feel
my
better,
Zetas.
I just
Yep.
fully.
Yep, we're having a cook-off right now.
I fully Zated 2 GLs in a week, so I went from 320 to 40.
I have 262 mats.
That's cute.
Fucking
That's cute. What do you got?
I'm pulling mine up now.
But I have none.
By the way, I'm sitting at 87. I actually feel pretty good right now.
Last week I would have been up there with you
That's
guys.
fucking cute.
Darth Bane's gonna get 3 of them.
Avant's fixing to yell at me.
You're gonna have like 500.
Yeah, you're gonna have like 400, and I'm gonna just fucking implode.
Just start.
Yeah. No, I did mention about roster roast. Maybe it's time. Yeah.
Well, everyone's back, so let's not do no roast tonight. Since everybody's here.
Let's see. Let me just go through these real quick because I need to do this anyway.
I have 262, but also I have a lot of characters with Zetas, so I'm not just sitting on them. I have applied them, and I'm also sitting on them.
Oh yeah, like I apply Zetas. I apply Zetas every time somebody has one.
So I'm seeing 360.
I'm sitting on 349.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Lepana has 624.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
That's the most I've heard.
Are people just making up numbers at this point?
No, like I'm honest to God, dude, I'm sitting at 300.
No, I believe you,
349.
Kane. I believe you, but you have one Galactic Legend. I have 8, so 7 times 6 is 42. Times 20
Is 840?
No.
Damn. I tried.
42 times 20 is 840.
Hold on.
Said
Somebody brought up 300 stagger in one battle. I did see a video alluding to that, but that was before I plowed
There's
through.
a cheese for that. There is a cheese for stagger.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I was doing it
This is like the
hard way.
cheesiest conquest. So yeah, it's about taking your time, researching, making sure you have the right data disks, and
The point I'm trying to make about the Zetas, though, is like people will have different numbers hoarded up, but it depends on your roster, what characters you have or don't have, and like it's okay to hoard your Zetas, but like if you have like 400 and you have a bunch of characters that don't have applied Zetas, you're just crippling your roster. Put them on the characters.
That's very true. Avant chewed my ass for not doing that.
Yeah,
and
GP growth doesn't mean shit in GAC anymore.
There was times whenever I had so many that I wouldn't even look at the Zeta. If it was a character I used, I applied it. And
Avant, is there somewhere in Swigo.gg where you can see how many Zetas you've applied?
Yeah.
I'm curious how many I've applied, which is profile.
And if you guys want
See,
to stagger cheese,
I think
you're
so.
going to have to tell us what it is, because I don't know anything about it.
everybody needs somebody like Avant to like just hover over them when they're hoarding. So Avant chewed my ass for hoarding, And
Oh my god,
now I
yours
use
was
shit.
so
I
bad
use
though.
shit though because you chewed my ass. I use shit now.
You're just wasting
I
it.
hoarded. No. I did. I honestly believe, and I think you'll be happy. I hoarded a
Yeah.
shitload of Zetas. I hoarded a shitload of Zetas. I got all my Inquisitors. They all have their Zetas, except for Reva. I have not fully got her into relics yet, so I haven't even put the Zetas on her. I can, but I haven't. But all my Inquisitors are Zeted out. My Star Killer team is Zeted out. I believe my Radis team is Zeted. My Gas team is Zeted. All because I was hoarding Zetas. So I've spent them, and I've actually like got decent fucking teams now because I hoarded.
I mean, he just needs a couple more GLs.
That's
They'll
therapy.
go away here
That's
soon.
therapy for a hoarder. That's
So,
therapy.
Kane, in your on .gg, I can look at your profile. You have 126 Zetas,
Apply.
and then if you applied, and if you look at that based on your GP, that's not bad because your overall GP is 6.0, right? So
Yeah,
it is.
I'm just over
It
6
is.
mil.
Yeah. So then, like, if you I mean, it's not like a linear comparison, right? Like, you can't compare how many Zetas to your GP and then compare my Zetas to my GP. But like, when you consider someone's GP, you say, okay, well, you know, if they have like 10 Zetas, you're like, what the hell? Why don't they apply their Zetas? So it's no. But to answer your question, Logan, yes, you
Yes,
can
sir.
look it up. Kane has 126 Zetas. Uh, I'm looking at my guild's profile, so I can't quick pull up your profile. But like, I have 301 Zetas applied.
I'm sitting on 299.
Yeah, we looked at this a couple podcasts ago. Well, several at this point, but we looked at like mod score and like Zetas applied and that kind of stuff.
How many Omicrons do you have applied? Man.
Not nearly enough.
Okay, so do we need to get this Tripolicysis on our show?
Like
Because
6.
it's the first time I keep hearing his name.
It's tripolisis. Polisis is the Latin word for thumb. It means he has 3 thumbs.
What was that word that the one
Is he talking about his
listener
dick?
tried to get wanted Bob to say that they were really curious about? I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Hold on, does he really have 3 thumbs, or is that like a dirty joke?
Linoleum.
I thought he said Pollock tricyclist. I had no idea what the fuck he said until y'all started like explaining it. I swear to you right now, I thought he said Pollock's tricyclist.
I thought he said polygamous. Like, yo,
It's tripolicyliasis.
must be out west.
See, Trip Pollock Eliasis. That sounds like a fucking STD.
I'm sorry, bud, if you're watching this.
Well,
We
there
love
was
you,
this
but
busty dame in Bangkok.
I'm trying to get
You
you
got
on
the
the show.
trip.
I am
just
here
shorten it. You
again
got
to be the
trip.
voice of reason.
But if you guys are listening, help me try to get Tripolicies on the show. I don't know who he is.
Say,
It's-
No.
Bob,
No.
say
No. The next guest that comes on, just for you, Bob, I'm gonna work really hard and reach out so you can talk to Mr. Bit Dynasty.
But the thing is I guarantee he doesn't know who I am. So I'm like, dude, I love all your work.
Oh no, we're
I'm
gonna
the
throw
biggest
you under the
fan.
motherfucking Greyhound. Oh, he's gonna know who you are.
But that was like the first time
No,
AP was on. Like AP
Yeah,
didn't know who the fuck I was, but I was geeking out the whole time he was on.
Yeah, you're getting thrown under the bus, brother. He gonna know who you are, but he gonna learn today who you are. Yeah.
Can Tripolicies come on too?
What does that mean?
He said it means he has 3 thumbs. Is that a dirty joke
okay.
or is
All
that
right,
real?
all right. Bob, say it with me. Try
Try.
polisis.
Okay, what policies?
Polisis. Try polisis.
But
It's
what's that have to do
Kanan
with a thumb?
Jarrett. Bob. It's Kanan.
What's that have to do with a thumb?
Polysis is the word for thumb. It's the Latin and the medical word for thumb.
That is
It
literally
is.
what you work. That's how you know that. That's your training there. So I wouldn't
I
know
mean,
that.
yeah, I'm a physical therapist. I understand the body.
So does he
Polysis
have?
is your thumb.
Is there a
Oh.
real disease where someone has 3 thumbs?
Well, it's either a joke or it's a
I
dick
don't
joke.
I don't kind of think
Okay.
that would be a
It'd be a
disease,
promoter.
but that's what I went with was a dick joke. Like
That's what I
dude's
thought,
rocking a
too.
soup can.
We definitely got to
You
have him
know,
on
sure.
to figure this out. So I'm not good. Anytime I reach out to anybody, they think I'm an idiot, which is not wrong, but they don't ever answer me back. So everyone here, tell Tripolises that we need him on.
And his buddy Socrates.
Yeah.
Underneath
They
underneath the comments, just spam. We need you on 3 Scoundrels.
This is Sparta. Yeah. Just gonna drop kicks.
Hey, you guys, I do have to shit and get it. It's about that time. Kids got
Absolutely,
school in the
brother.
morning.
Will
Kane,
do.
we
All right.
love you, brother. Thank you so
Thank you
much for
for
coming
coming
on,
on, man.
man.
It was fun.
Yes.
Before I leave, I do have to ask Avant a question.
Oh shit.
Go for it.
Um, am I really the only person in the Guild of Riva?
No,
Yeah, Vaughn, is that true?
Who else has it?
untrue. There's another person with Riva.
Well, he's gonna
Okay,
get
so there's
kicked.
only 2 of us.
Yes.
Oh shit. I guess I should work on relicking her up, since I'm one of the only ones that have. I didn't know I was one of the only ones that have her.
Our guild will have Riva unlocked in the next
4.
4 territory battles, hopefully.
Yes. As long as I remember to attack.
Don't say that. If
As
you
long
forget,
as long as people wait and stop tanking their fucking fights.
Yeah, you fuck bags. Listen to all the
Yeah.
fucking guildies who keep tanking their shit. You're gonna have to step it up.
Hey,
Where you're at.
I do want to bring that up. I do want the TB battle for Riva. People do need to wait, bud. They really do. Like we're tanking fights on Riva, and it's hurting people's shard income on that.
Are they not waiting for platoons to be filled?
Well, they're waiting, but a lot of people aren't platooning fast enough, and a lot of people are missing the fight, or they're just doing the fight before the pirate's gone, right?
Yeah, dude.
so
You gotta
you're
get rid.
referencing you're referencing the one territory battle where we had a guy go inactive who had the only Relic 7 Luminara Unduli. And we were unable to fill platoons for the Riva mission as a result of that.
But it wasn't his
Yes,
fault, right?
that one, yes, and I get that one. It was like, dude owned it. Not gonna say nothing. He did. He owned it. I'm talking about like prior to, like even after we're filling platoons and stuff. As soon as we open the Riva mission, like a lot of people are going in there, and we're losing like 2, 3, 4 shards a TB.
And don't make me kill you. If it comes up, and it's.
I mean, what do you think people are doing by rushing in? Do you think they're doing something wrong, or?
I think that they're rushing in before. I mean,
no, trust me. I keep a very close eye on this as the TB officer. I always look to see how many attempts there are before because I block the mission until platoons are full. I don't open it until they're full. So
you also got to remember: are people remodding for that mission? Because you can't just throw garbage Inquisitors in there.
Yes, you have to be specifically modded for the right turn order and not screw up your attacks.
Like, and I feel like a lot of people do that. They're like, "Oh, really? Gonna change mods? You know what? It's Inquisitors. They're awesome. They're relic. I'm gonna go to shot." And then they get handed in their ass and wonder what happened.
It's
like I dropped the Riva mission one time, and I believe it was whenever we still had to pirate up.
I will say, I think that people don't fully understand the mission, and we don't require streaming your mission, and that's why we fail some of them. I have never had a problem with the pirate. He doesn't disrupt the mission that much.
If I can do it by myself, as long as it's modded, anybody can fucking do it. So there's no excuse. If you lose, get out. Just get out of our game.
I did
don't
it
care if
twice.
you've been there
Your
for 3 years.
self-esteem
Get
is
out.
astounding. If I can do it,
Well, no, I did it twice. I did it twice with Avant and
Chaos.
Chaos. Avant and Chaos coached me the first time, and I believe Avant came in at the end of it, but Chaos coached me through it the second time. And
He's
I've
good at
only
coaching.
dropped one. I've only dropped one, and it was whenever the pirate was still up.
Yeah, I agree. Avant
And
taught
my
me as well,
Inquisitors are fucking shit mods.
and I'm able to do it.
you know what? I'll take it. It was better than the fucking cam mission. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck the camera.
Dude, that was a full Avant. Tell me that was not a nightmare. That
As
was
someone who
an absolute fucking nightmare.
As someone who plays this game very tactically, I
Yes, you
hated
do.
that mission because
Yep.
it, even with good modding, there was too much RNG.
RNG.
It was all about Django. What's Django gonna do?
Yep.
Is he gonna rocket you and fuck the whole thing up?
Pretty much.
I beat that once. One time.
The guild is getting roughly 24 shards Reva
On-
run right now.
Out of like 29 attempts.
Yeah.
We're like 24 out of 29, 23 out of 29.
Yeah, that's why I asked you earlier. Like, hey, I know you got to go, but like that was one thing I asked you. Like, you should. I know you're working on other stuff, but having Reva and Relics, dude, she is a legend killer. Like,
She's close. She's close. Like I said, she's like gear 11. I want to say she's gear 11. Like she's close. I have been working on her. But
just one of those off meta counters that you just love having in your back pocket. You see a team in the back wall, and you're like, "Oh, yeah, I can deal with that."
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I don't have it right now, and I want it, and it's gonna probably drop me out of Kyber 1.
It's like every now and again you see somebody that drops Jedi Master Kenobi on the back wall, and you have a full squad of Relic Inquisitors with Reva, and you're like, "Oh, well, that's cute. I'm gonna dispatch that here very quickly."
Brill asks,
But that-
can Bones or Avant stream your attacks and get Reva Ready members to tune in or watch the YouTube video? I mean, should we make a YouTube video, Avant, so we
No.
can? Or
No,
like, how
you
does
don't
that
need a
work?
YouTube video. There's YouTube videos, and it's not about like you don't need a 12-minute YouTube video. The success of Reva mission is get the turn order right, get protection primaries on your characters,
Yeah, it's all about
and-
those mods and turn order.
But
and
they're saying
once
they
you do,
want a video to know what the turn order is supposed to be.
I'll
But
give you a
wanna-
slide.
No,
I'll
there's
give you a slide.
videos out there.
There is, but I'll give you a still frame infographic, and you can read the fucking picture, and then put them in that order, put the protection primaries on, and then the only real coaching you need is the like 4 to 5 scenarios of how the match opens, right? Who gets stunned, how many buffs are on each of the Jawas, and how do you get to 6 stacks of purge so that you can use ready to die and get tenacity up. Once you do that, the match is very easy.
But I do agree, like
Not nearly as complicated as
I do
can.
agree. If someone's starting it for the first time, they should sit down with. Even I can coach now. I mean, it's that easy, and just kind of tell you things not to do and what to do. And about the fourth time, I no longer needed Avant. And someone who's smarter than me could do it in 1 or 2, but it took me 4 or 5 times, and I got it down pretty easily. And there are a few moves that you should just never use, and some things you do a lot of basics and things like that. So you do need a coach, I would say, the first 3 or 4 times, but there's really not much.
But once you understand what you're doing, it's not hard. It's not like 12 steps. It's like, okay, do these 4 things.
And once you get past the Jawas, the second things really easy. It's
Yeah,
hard to fuck that.
Kenobi's easy.
Yeah, no, Kenobi's very easy. It's the fucking Jawas, and if you
Right.
don't do it right, and they start getting thermals on you, you're fucked.
I do have to ghost you guys. I
Oh, man.
appreciate you having me on though. Avant again, dude. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Kane.
I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that me applying those Zetas, you won't yell at me anymore.
It's never good enough.
I'm probably
I'm
gonna get kicked because I dropped the Reva mission, but
Morty.
We've been having some conversations about you in the
I'll be sure to boot you right before reward payout. How's that?
Oh, that's a Foreigner song.
you know you don't live that fucking far away, right? No,
we all live on the same side. We need to fucking meet up
seriously though,
someday.
thank you guys for having me. It was a blast to be on. Good seeing and hearing from you guys again.
Love
Absolutely.
you, buddy.
All right, I'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too, brother.
See you, Kane.
Peace.
Peace.
I'm about to rearrange. Oh, no, I didn't have to. All right, boys. So, what's up?
Oh,
Anything else to
where
talk about?
the fuck were we at?
Derailed.
Yeah,
Very derailed.
What did we? What
I
else
hate
we have?
Conquest.
We talked.
Talked about.
We talked
Grand
Conquest. We talked our GAC. We oh I don't know. Let's bring up a question I brought to the group, and I think this is interesting. I mean, we are in a sense, I guess, content creators, but we only do it once a week. But there are other folks out there that pump out videos on a regular basis. So I ask the community, when it comes to, you look at Conquest, or maybe you're unsure about something in GAC, or who's the content creator that you
I can only imagine.
go to? Who's your go-to guy?
Hold on. Do you want me to answer for you?
No, answer for you. Don't answer for me.
Okay.
Right?
I'm listening to you too.
You know, I don't. My favorite content creator is.
No, I'm talking about just like your go-to for when you need to solve a problem in the game. I didn't mean like your favorite.
I know you're thinking that Bit Dynasty is my favorite, but he's not.
Oh shit! I can't wait to tell him.
It just blew your mind.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. I'm just giving you shit. Who is it?
I mean, Bit Dynasty has like really good Conquest and Galactic Challenge stuff, but
Bit Dynasty's Galactic Challenge videos are on point.
I think the different game modes that I find to be more interesting than Conquest and Galactic Challenges, which I just find to be boring. I look for PvP content, and I love watching the GAC stuff that Xerath puts out, like best 5v5 offense, best 5v5 defense, best 5v5 generic squads. I like those videos because you look at his 3 different levels of accounts and you look to see like what he's putting on defense, what strategies he uses. He talks a little bit about datacrons as they expire and new ones come in. I like those videos because GAC is more of a evolving puzzle.
It is.
And I find the game mode more interesting than Conquest. So I would rather listen to someone like decode and strategize GAC squads than someone talk about how to cheese a sector, which is useful, but I just don't care.
Two different content. Yeah, it's 2 different kinds of content within one game.
That's why I think, in a way, it was almost an unfair question, because you have some content creators that really focus on a certain thing, whereas I would actually say, and I know we just had him on recently, but Scribe has been really putting out a lot of really good content for Conquest and for the raid.
And he's funny. Like,
can I point something out?
Shoot.
We had Scribe on, and I just would like to say the ridiculous number of people that thought he was Australian was very entertaining to me.
I was getting confused. Because I thought he was from UK, and everyone's like he's Australian. So I
No,
didn't know.
he's neither. He's Welsh.
Yeah, he's Welsh.
Okay, so we were all
It
wrong.
was just very funny to hear people talk about how there was like another Aussie in the chat.
Well, it's just they heard his accent, and immediately everybody went, "Who? No shit."
I truly didn't know. So I was really confused as well.
Well, and then he started talking about like rugby and stuff and like what teams he likes to watch. And I was like, oh my God, people still think he's Australian. He's not an Aussie.
I would say, what? Listen to him in here when he was dropping f-bombs. I'm like, that's the scrap. All right, now we're going. That's what I want to hear. Welshman just dropping f-bombs. Fucking A, you go.
But you know, I did watch his stuff, but after hanging out with him, I really, really thought he was just an awesome and funny guy.
You know, and-
so I've been
and lately-
watching him more lately.
And lately, like the past month, I feel
He's
like
put out a lot.
he really has. Like that man
He's
working.
boosted his videos.
He has, big time.
And
I will
he's
say-
funny, like he's charismatic and informative. You don't get that a lot. You usually get one or the other.
I watch his video about the GL Leia 2.7 million solo on the speeder bike raid. I literally remod my Leia, queue up his video, and he just tells me what moves to do. I do them, and then I get 2.7 million, and then I close his video, and then I switch my mods back.
I think he has a recent video on how he's getting like 13, 14 million on a certain amount of tries, and it's like no, he's
good. He's got some good raid content.
does.
I recently pushed over 10 million. I feel pretty good about that.
It's boggling my mind that you guys still care. Like, not once have I
Okay,
wanted to manual it.
if you don't want to try, that's fine.
know,
But I'm competitive, and I'm gonna try to boost my score.
And I'm
me,
glad.
me too. I struggled with the raid at first, but now that I've been doing some research and homework, I'm slowly getting better at it. And
Once you understand the team comps and like the strategy of like how to pair the teams up, it makes it more enjoyable because you can start like nuking speeder bikes.
like, do you think I wanted to put Harrison Dula to Relic 8? No, but I did.
I'm just glad that you guys are having fun with it and trying to do your best. But I can't even get them. I can't muster up any kind of motivation to try.
I will never ridicule you for autoing the raid as long as you do your 8 attempts and get your max score that you can get with auto.
And
It's harder. And hold on, it's so much harder to get free-to-play players to get motivated to relic up and invest in characters that right now, where they're at in the game, may not benefit them in other modes where they're going to get more revenue. The raid for them, especially when it's only going to last 9 months, it's going to take Bob 9 months just to get to where everyone else is.
But I'll have Leia here soon, so I'll be getting 5 million probably, just with my autos. Once I get Leia up and going and stuff.
Well, the thing is just it's harder for certain players in this game to get really invested.
Especially
Because a lot of players have their troopers at 5. A lot of people don't have any Ewoks. A lot of players may now be looking at Phoenix, but
and I'm glad that people are having fun with it. It just, in my opinion, there's no fun to be had in that. Even if I sat there and got a higher score, that's my opinion. But I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it.
That's fine. I will never ridicule you or any other player for putting that raid on auto if you do your 8 attempts.
And I always have. I don't think I've ever missed it, by the way. I have been doing that at least.
And I like on the flip side of that, I should never be ridiculed for trying. Like if you don't want to try, that's fine. But score your points for the guild.
I'm not ridiculing you. I'm just giving you shit.
I know. But what I'm saying is, if people want to try and engage, let them engage. If people don't want to try and they just want to auto the shit, fine. Just put it on auto, get your points for your guild, contribute to the 50, and everyone gets rewarded. And
Yeah,
then call it.
I guess where I
somebody in
was
the
trying to
fucking
go from there too is that, and I wasn't really even going at you because a lot of people are doing what you're doing. A lot of people are trying to beat their scores and having fun with it. I guess that's where I
Yeah.
was kind of. I wasn't trying to hone in on you, but I mean, I'm seeing it everywhere. I mean, I'm always seeing people beat. I beat the score, and I'm very surprised how much people are interacting with it. Is what I'm kind of getting at because
somebody in the chat said that their guild missed the last box because one guy posted a 0.
listen
Well,
to me,
man,
you fucking bastard. You're out of here.
you hand that motherfucker his eviction notice. 30 days.
Yeah.
You out. Like, pack
Yep.
up your futon and your 3 pans and your 2 plastic cups, and you hit the bricks.
I don't give a fuck
You're
if there was
sleeping on the concrete tonight,
Yeah.
boy.
illness in the family. I don't care if you had
Your fuck back.
Christmas or you
No.
got fired or you were sick. You're fucking out. You're out of here.
Kenny
Swug it-
Powers,
swug it
you're
first.
fucking out.
I love that show. Have you guys
Oh, no,
watched The Righteous Gemstones?
No.
Yeah.
It's a great show. It's the Danny McBride and the Workaholics guy. It's HBO. Watch it sometime. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying no, Avant had said that he watches a lot what Zareth does. I watch a lot of stuff that Scribe does. Bob, who are you watching besides people that post videos about Conquest?
Before I answer that, like, what are the your two non-favorite or a non-favorite? I'm sorry, not non-favorite. A non-Swugga streamer. What's your favorite non-Swugga streamer?
Oh, that's easy for me. I like to follow this guy. Well, it's a group of people, but Screen Crush.
Yeah. I don't they just
They do,
review
like,
movies and stuff?
Video breakdowns and movie breakdowns and Easter egg videos.
Yeah.
They do it for all the Star Wars shows, and they've like dipped into Marvel and like a couple other things.
Yeah. No, I watch them too. Yeah. What about you, Logan?
Does YouTubers count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I follow Fighting Cowboy a lot. He has some of the best comprehensive walkthroughs on any Souls game. Plus, he does the second a brand new Souls game hits, he does a Let's Play, and the dude's just a phenomenal gamer, and I follow him. And shit, I can't remember his name. I just started following him recently, but there's been somebody that got access to not just the demo version, but the beta version of Tekken 8, and he's been doing a lot of breakdowns of characters and juggle strategies and wall combos that I've been listening to. So
Yeah, I like to
That's
watch a
it.
lot of speed runs. Have you ever watched speed runs on like old N64 games or anything?
see, I understand those. For somebody that can run through a Dark Souls game in like an hour and change and just kill everything, I appreciate that. But games like that, I want somebody that's going to do, I'm going to play it, of course, but the second time I play it, I may follow a walkthrough to kind of pick up everything I missed.
Yeah, but dude,
So,
you
I
should
mean-
watch like N64, like Zelda or like Super Mario 64 speed runs. They're fucking hilarious, dude, and it's crazy how just spot on their jumps are and stuff. They never miss anything. Sometimes they'll use glitches and stuff, but I'm talking more like the retro games. It's pretty insane the stuff they do. But
Bob, apparently you are somebody's favorite non-Swigo streamer.
aw, thanks, Jack. Love
You.
you, buddy. Jack's always
Yeah.
there with me, man. He's always there. He's always chilling with me. I think even whenever I'm not streaming Swugga too. So, Sinister Mall, first time chatter and got a follow. What's up, buddy? Hope all is well. New here, but a veteran Swugga player. Been playing since 2017. Welcome,
What
man.
is your GP?
And welcome, man. Thank you for coming by.
Absolutely.
Have a drink at
I'm
the old
glad you
man's
read.
Cantina.
I'm glad you are the person that has to try to read people's usernames because
You're butchered.
it's funny, and two, I'm glad it's you butchering it and not me.
I love to butcher a good name.
Sinister Mall is 10.3.
Nice, man. Nice. I've been playing, and I'm only like 9.4. I've been playing for 8 years, and I suck.
Well, we do have a little bit of time before questions. I did mention, first time listener, that if somebody wanted a roster roast done, throw in your ally code. We'll do it real quick.
Oh,
Won't take
God.
long.
I'll have to pull it up, won't I?
Yeah,
Wait a
we'll
second.
take a look at it and.
Well, I'll have to fire up.
Oh!
There she
Well,
is.
it's going to take me a while, so talk about some stuff.
Or you want me to start the questions and
Yeah.
you can just interrupt me?
Yeah, do some questions, and we'll do it.
All right. So we had a couple weeks of questions, so we have some good ones to go through.
We do.
First one is from Aussie Mike. Saw this as a meme, but it would be interesting to hear thoughts on this. Does Chewbacca have pecs or rows of teats like a pig?
Oh, God. I mean,
That's funny for two reasons. A, because
this
it's
might be
a ridiculous question, and B,
this might be the most epic non-food question we've ever had.
yeah. Just the way you said teats, I'm thinking about I just started watching the series Oz on HBO again. And the drugs they do, they always call them, "Yo man, give me those teats. Man, those teats. Yo man, give me some teats." So when you said that, I was like, "Holy fuck!" I just started watching that recently.
give me some teats. So
I think he has pecs.
Yeah,
Wookiees are some built motherfuckers.
I also say pecs because Chewbacca thrashed a metal pole in Solo. You're not doing that with a row of teats. You're doing that with massive pecs.
I mean, can he have both
And
though?
you know they're pecs because Wookiees don't miss leg day.
They also can
Look at 'em.
rip people's arms off out of the sockets.
If they lose, Wookiees are known to do that.
People can do that in real life, and they still have teats.
No,
They got drugs.
Arnold
those are
Schwarzenegger has
those
teats.
those are meth teats.
Look at those teats. Come back on Oz. Sorry.
Yeah. Poor Teak.
Okay, next question. TK asks, based on the kit, how many Omnoms will Darth Bane need?
3.
No, well,
Is one his leadership?
yes.
Okay, so then
Shit, don't quote me. Don't quote me.
the answer is 2.
Oh, you're saying how much
If
should
one
he
is
put
on
in?
his leadership, because I'm not going to put a leader.
I want to say no. I want to say after just if I remember looking at his kit, his leadership didn't have one.
I joined as you guys were talking about his kit, so I don't know.
Okay, it depends what you're gonna do with him. If you're not using him for C, then you don't need to use the Omicron for C. If you could be using him in different ways, I'd say all 3. You're welcome.
I don't know.
I cannot give an informative answer.
Hold on, I'm looking. I pulled him up. I'm looking at his leadership right now because God damn it, I want to know.
But if I'm going off of
his leader is just Zeta.
If I'm going off historical preference, I will probably give him 2, just because I have only ever given 3 Omicrons to one character.
But here's the other thing, and this happens a lot, I feel. So I'm not gonna call out people specifically, but there's been a lot of people out there that have posted videos that have said at first, no, you only need one. You just need this one Omicron. 8 months to a year later, they're all going, dude, you should give them all 3. Give them all 3. Like Ben Solo. A lot of people thought at first, no, Force Dyad, that's the one you want. That's all you're gonna need. Yet
no, his 4-turn healing immunity is pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel
King.
like, whenever a character like this comes out, a lot of people at first go, "No, he worked. He just needs one." As more testing and time goes on, that opinion evolves to, "Well, this one's good too. Yeah, you want
I mean,
that one."
it's nice for him to hit under protection if he can one-shot someone. Otherwise, he's going to hit under protection, and then all the other characters in the squad are going to have to gnaw down at the rest of the protection that's still there.
And I understand that. My issue with my counter to that is also per his kit. The more allies now, I will say in 3v3, I don't think he's going to be that good. In 5v5, as allies die around him, and he ramps up that siphon and ramps up that damage, if he's hitting under protection, he's going to murk some fucking people.
You're talking about Bane.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, are we talking about Ben Solo?
Well, you switched. We were.
Oh, I
But
bet, yeah.
I think that makes sense. But again, I'm going to use C and Bane, and no one's going to die. It's just going to be a 2-man attack squad. So to me, that's not useful. I would rather put that Omicron on someone else.
But if you're like me and don't have C, I might put 2 on them. And then put the 3rd on later. It doesn't bother me.
Haven't you had instances, though, where Ben hitting under protection, when he gets that AoE off, it just melts one people, maybe 2? I mean, that happens.
I feel like he's there to take damage and to make it tough to get around.
No, he can deal out. He's actually one of the highest dealing damage tunes in the game.
He's never
he hits pretty hard.
Ever.
He hits pretty hard.
Like a truck.
Maybe I just kill him too fast.
I don't know. I mean, I always look at it this way: if you have the Omicrons to spend,
do it.
As I would say, fuck it, do it. If you don't, apply one that you think is going to be the most beneficial, and then let the content creators do their thing and inform you on what is going to be good. I get wary of that because a lot of them have said at first, well, and then later on it's like, yeah, fucking dump it.
All right, you have the roster up, Bones?
Yes, it's ready to go.
Okay, go ahead and I'll come back to the questions if you want to do the roast.
All right, so if you guys want to look on the stream.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, so what do we got?
All right. I mean, so far he doesn't look like he's very roast worthy.
Man, why do people throw like big accounts at us? That's ridiculous.
I love Yubnub though. Yubnub, Itchikanu, and Tyler too. Yubnub.
How do I see this? Do you? Oh,
you have to look on Twitch, unless Bones is going to share it with us.
That'll fuck too many things up. I can't do that right
now. No, I got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I got you on Twitch.
How many of you guys remember the original Ewok celebration song? It's not the one we all know. Ever since the special edition came out, they changed it. But before,
does it involve Teak?
Yes, yeah, I don't know. But if you guys don't know, check out the OG Yubnub. Yubnub by Nub. That was by the Ewoks. Check it out. It's kind of like I don't know. Anyways,
sounds like a Yin Yang Twins song.
It was. It was inspired by them. Way before they were there. Okay, so ship-wise, let's see what we got going on, my man. You got all of them, but your Leviathan's 5-star. If you don't save 25k, unlock it at a 7-star, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, well harder. You got to well harder.
And by the way, this is a roast. You're doing great, but you're going to hear
no, don't be nice. It's a roast. Don't be
whoa,
nice.
Whoa, no. Go back to his ships. Wait. Check fire freeze.
What?
Go back to his ships.
Okay.
What are we looking at?
This is Y-Wing at.
His Y-Wing?
Yeah, the Rebel Y-Wing.
Where's it at?
No, scroll down a little bit. I thought I saw a ship down there that was not.
Hold on. We were looking from the bottom. Right here.
The lag here is pretty brutal.
But I'm looking at it. How much farther do you want to do?
No, he's good. I thought I saw something that wasn't 7 stars. I'm smoking crack. I'm missing. Never mind. Proceed.
Don't worry. Oh, the Marauder's not.
Oh,
When that
maybe.
Galactic Chase came out, you should have spent everything you had to get it.
Is your Marauder 7 star?
Mine, no. I'm not this guy. We're roasting him.
All right, fair enough. What does he got for tunes? He's got
4, 6.
all right.
He doesn't have them all though. He's missing somebody.
All right. Here's,
Okay, for
his
the
relic
purposes
nines are very. His lack thereof is very disturbing.
of roasting, what is his Barris Offie at?
Well, I'm trying to figure
This will
which GL.
this will immediately change my opinion of this player.
Frank 2, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the follow, my friend. I'm trying to figure out which
Thank you,
GL
sir.
he doesn't have.
Doesn't have Leia.
No,
Oh,
he
no,
has
he
Yes, he
Leia.
does.
Lord Vader.
Yeah, that's it.
Lord Failure. Okay, I guess let's
Okay, check his Bad Batch then.
Oh, there's
Bones.
the ultimate test right there.
what's it start with?
B.
Oh, he's getting there.
You said Bad Batch. Starts with a B.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh, oh, oh.
That's
Dear
messed
me.
up, man. You're so
What
close.
are you? You know what, Avant? This is another Bob.
You've been bobbed.
You've been bobbed. Now I'm sorry. That is walk down the main street in Game of Thrones shame. That I don't know what is happening here.
Shame. Shame.
Oof.
Do you remember?
Well, at least he left his Omega at level 1, where she belongs.
That gets you a plus
That
one.
is true. That is true. But
Let's
the
see what
rest,
he's not working on here. So he's not working.
I mean-
Avant did say something about Barris.
Yeah, let me see that where that backstabbing bitch is
Hold
at.
on. Let me go to Jedi. You guys are a little behind. I'm clicking on Jedi now. Oh, you'll be happy to know. I don't know if you're there yet.
What about you, Logan? You got any characters you want to say?
I was actually going to say Barris, but you nailed it.
You
Now
just-
that I'm looking at what
you see
Jedi
her?
he doesn't have relic,
Uh-uh.
he's his Jedi are in decent shape. I mean, he's left out all the garbage. That's what you do. Although Barris should definitely get up there.
All right, let me get
I
out.
mean, he gave her a Zeta, so I think it's something he's working on.
Possibly.
So he doesn't have Afro.
Let me see his Inquisitors.
Inquisitor.
Ooh, is he a good guildmate? He has Riva unlocked.
Yeah, I just want to see what relic level all his Inquisitors are at.
Oh yeah, they're all there.
Okay, all right. How many Omicrons on Riva is that? That's
3.
3? All right. Relic 7. All right. No, that'll do some work. That's yeah.
You're not supposed to be nice. You're supposed
What do you want me to say?
it should be R8.
Your Inquisitors suck? That'd be a lie.
They should have been R8 all across the board.
Actually, they should have. They really
Okay, here's the next thing. Go to tanks. Go to tanks. Here's how we'll roast.
I'm just seeing if anything he hasn't worked on stands out to me. Dark Trooper.
Yeah.
Hell no. That dude should be R7.
Why the fuck are your Jawas not relicked?
Yep.
What are you doing? What? Wait a minute. Dark Trooper?
Range Trooper.
Death Trooper? His Night Sisters?
Oh
See,
boy.
these are the teams that when people are chasing legends and the next big thing, this is what people leave out. This is the roster depth that gets left out when people don't take a break.
I like that he took
One big
IG-86 to Gear 12.
Wait a minute. He did what?
Yeah.
I don't know where he was. I'm trying to find it.
Just look for the gray droid.
You're a little behind, but
2 rows above Dark Trooper.
That is impressive. That is, I think the first order of business is why, and the second order of business is that's impressive.
L3
Because
needs
I
to
think
be
mine is
relic.
still like year 10 or 11.
But yeah, man, you need to take some breaks and work on some fun teams. Your L3 needs to be relicked. Like you said, your troops need to be relicked up.
Like you're missing one legend, so it's to the point of do you finish Vader, which is a massive investment in a gear sync, especially in Kyrotech. Jesus Christ.
A
But
very useful character, though.
he is. He is. But again, this player may not face it, but eventually,
He's in Kyber too, so.
even Lord Vader is going to be done in GAC with Mandalore bow out there. That's just, it's.
So yeah, armor should be done. Savage Opress. First of all, that needs to have Omicron, and he needs to be relict as well. That's a huge.
No, that adds such utility to a Sith team.
That's
That
one of the
that
first.
should be done
That's one of the
immediately.
first luxury things you should do. Is that Iden
I think.
Versio.
Gave 2 Zetas to Hondo. Like, finish him out.
I want to look at his Sith because they look like they're kind of under.
We'll go to Sith.
Yeah, you need to get your trio, your Savage. Those last ones, you should be doing that too real soon. Actually, this is a true, actual, serious road.
Dude, the Trey team. What are you doing?
Just
What team is so good? You
get
know
off
what?
our
He
podcast,
may
man.
be. He may be actually getting some work done with that team. I could
sure.
see him using that against something that's not in GAC, that's not in, not that bad that he could use that with. But yeah, man, if anything, Treya and Nihilus. Well, Treya Savage Nihilus.
I agree.
Zion, you can kind of meh.
Once again, man, all your troops are getting there, but you got to get them to relic. Moff Gideon.
All right, I want to see his fucking Ewoks. Just to be that guy.
They're actually farther than mine are. He needs one more to make a full team.
Holy shit.
His low grade's at 7.
He has as many relic Ewoks as I do. And here I was talking shit.
Yep, he has one more than me. And yeah, if you have Zori, but a lot of people don't have Zori yet. I don't have Zori. All right, yeah, there's quite a bit.
And I think my only other question is, with the roster size you have, why the lack of relic 8s? Like 9 I get. 9 is, that's very end game, but relic 8, and you're obviously in a decent enough guild where you're pulling in some raid rewards. Where's the lack of relic 8s in there?
I'll answer that because it takes a lot of resources.
It does. It does.
I don't R8 someone unless they're just insanely good or I have to. So, like, the only time I R8 someone is probably, like, out of wedlock is, like, a GL. Otherwise, it's all requirement for me.
Out of wedlock. Well, it's good to know that you're faithful.
I am. I really am. Yes.
All right, you guys got anything else on this roster? Or you want
No,
me to
that's you know what? I will say we're supposed to roast it. I'll just say this: get with the fucking program, spend some money, get some more relic 8s in there, get your Jawas done. Definitely your Sith triumphant. Like, come on, that many GLs and your tray is still
two of your fastest characters on your roster are Gear 12. Moff Gideon and Echo. Like,
yeah. What are you doing with your life? But other than that,
take them to relics. Give them the extra speed. Come on.
Your roster sucks. You should have never played this game. We love you. Come back and hang out with us next week.
That is amazing incentive. Actually, man, not a bad roster. I mean, I mean, always. It's a game to have fun. Do
Yeah.
Don't be
you? We may,
nice.
break your
Don't be
break
nice.
your balls along the way, but please unfuck yourself in Relic Treya. Jesus
There you
Christ.
go.
Don't make
Yeah,
us tell you.
there's the roast we're looking for.
Yeah. All right, next question.
Next question is from Greg. What is the best thing to buy with MK1 guild tokens? I feel like I just buy random things just to get rid of them.
Yep.
Is there a certain piece I should be looking for that can be converted into scrap for something else other than hollow projectors? Thanks. I mean,
You're the thrift man.
personally, I buy the hollow projectors because I want to salvage them to the Jawa. After that, I buy credits. I buy mod slicing materials, the ones that take you from MK, I don't know, the purple to the gold. I buy those, and then if I get short on um, stun guns or carbantes, I'll buy those. That's not as common with where I'm at, but that's also good value.
Yeah, no, same thing. I tend to buy Carbantes and squirt guns whenever I buy them, just because I played this game so long and I still have like severe trauma from
You
dealing with the roadblock of those. So
you can still be short on them. It's possible.
I still buy them. I think I'm sitting on like 15 full of those squirt guns that take the Carbantes and the squirt guns, and like,
I try to keep 500 of each
yeah,
and stay above that.
yeah,
Like just in case I want to take up an old character or like a new character comes out that needs them. It's good to have them.
yeah. And aside from relic material, if one thing about the game, when you're scrolling down, the gear piece will tell you if it's needed for something that is not that can move up in gear levels. And
Right.
if I see it and I've met all the other things I want to do, I buy it. I just fuck it. I just buy it.
Right. And we were talking to Kane about this earlier because I chewed his ass out a couple months ago because he
He
was like
maxed out, didn't he?
maxed out his guild currency. I was like, why are you maxing out? You need to just buy shit. Like, never ever max out that currency. Just buy stuff, and you'll either use it or you'll salvage it, but always use it.
I agree.
I
So,
agree.
anything else, Bob?
I don't ever know what I buy with it. I probably don't even know which token you're talking about. I think it's the golden ones. But yeah, usually I do. I'm not saying I hoard those, but I like to keep enough around that when I go and find a piece of gear that I need on like a person or something, that I have the currency to buy it right then and there. So
Same.
I don't always like max it out, but I do like to keep a little bit around in case I need it for a particular, for actually gearing up a character, not necessarily for relic salvage. Otherwise, yeah, that's about my best.
I actually burn through it pretty quick. Again, if I see that little symbol, yep, but I just
That's your motto.
buy everything.
that's your old man motto.
I just buy everything. Just
XR
buy it.
Coon, thank you for the follow, my
I'm
friend.
gonna buy it. Fuck it. Buy it. I should.
Next question is from Sophronis. They asked, "Do you think relics or salvage will be getting an overhaul next year?"
I don't think either. I mean, at the most,
I don't think. Yeah.
I
No.
think
Go ahead, Bob.
at the most, they'll add Relic 10. That's all it's going to change.
Yep.
I think the gear economy's pretty much fixed. The only thing you farm anymore is Chirotex. Everything else goes towards. I think that it's not the worst thing in the game. The relic salvage and relic materials and all that. It's not a blast. It's not a fun, but it's not that bad to do. You know what I mean? So I don't think anything like that. I think we've all agreed that it's probably going to be territory wars. If anything in this game gets some kind of touch up, maybe you guys would disagree, but I think it's going to be territory wars.
Agrees with you in the server. He says, "Never."
No.
And
Never.
because someone else suggested TW getting a rework or a touch up or something. I don't know.
And
We'll see.
it may not. I mean, they don't have
I
to
hope
do
it
that.
does.
Yeah.
I hope it does, but I'll set my expectations low.
As
No,
you
I,
should.
I, I could definitely see Relic 10 coming. The only question I would have about Relic 10 is who it's going to benefit, because 7 to 8 really benefited attackers, 8 to 9 benefited tanks. Could they do something where supports are benefited for Relic 10 overall? It just I don't.
This is what they
I
should
think it's
do.
coming. I don't know where they're going to go with it. What are the stats going to do, and is it going to be worth it? Because Relic 9 is hard enough as it is.
What they should
Yes.
do, and this was their intent before relics came out. Originally, if you relicked a character, what it would do is it would add a new ability, or add a new unique, or add a leadership or something. You know what I'm saying?
They're not going to do that.
That would be
Their
cool.
thing with relics is stats.
But if you want to rework a character that you like, and you can rework it, but you have to take it to fucking Relic 10, I'm taking it to Relic 10 if it's a character I care about. That's a lot of fucking resources. You know, I don't even like to do R9s. If you have to fucking R10 something, that would give people like me who don't do that to spend the extra resources to rework a character or make a character I already love better. And then maybe, they might put on like badass characters are already badass in the game. They might have a shitty one that just kind of makes them better. But they might give some kind of crappy character an insane one. I'm not saying that's what it's going to be, but that'd be a cool, different way to make a character more powerful and give people incentive to want to do that. Because I don't want to R9 anything. But I don't know.
That's
But
true.
Okay,
that was their original plan, was to make the relics. If you were relic level, it would add an ability.
That was the original plan, along with introducing vehicles. So, subject to
Indeed.
change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Vehicles.
I'd be
I
down.
remember that conversation.
It'd be cool to see a flying snow speed or land speeder fighting TIE fighters in space. I'd let that happen. I wouldn't ask any
All right.
questions.
Next
Cool with
question. Get your rosters pulled up. Crafting Way asks,
Oh fuck.
question for the hosts. Which tune has the highest offense on your roster, and what is the number?
Can you
So,
specifically look that up?
so let's do non-GLs, and we'll
I
do
agree.
offense and special offense.
How do you look that up?
So physical damage and special damage is what you're going to sort for. My highest physical damage character that's not a GL is Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker.
How do you wait a minute? Where are you going to see it?
In the game, go to your roster,
Yeah.
go to, there's two tabs at the top where it says all and all. You're going to tap the one on the right, and then go to physical damage.
All right. So go ahead. So explain yours, and then I'll do
my highest physical damage character is Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, who's only relic 7, and his physical offense is 10,926.
All right, mine is Skiffguard Lando at Relic 8, and he is at 13,080.
Is he known to do damage?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah, he hits pretty hard.
Jesus Christ. He hits like a truck.
Interesting.
What about you, Bones?
So my besides the GLs, it's JKL as well, and he is hitting at. It's going to be something measly, I'm sure. You know me. 10,800 physical damage, right? Yeah. He's hitting at 10.8 thousand.
My highest special damage character, Ben Swallow, He's also Relic 7 because I refuse to do Relic 8 on characters that I don't want to do. Logan.
All right.
And his Relic 7 special offense is 14,606.
All right. My special damage is also Ben Solo at Relic 8, and his special damage is 16,203.
What's your Drogon at?
Relic 8.
Same. What's his damage?
Oh, see, now we're having
We're having a measuring contest.
We're having a deck length contest here. What damage is it?
Special. He does special.
13,673.
14,456.
He does what the fuck I want him to do.
I know you guys don't care, but mine's at R7.
I don't even feel like that little amount matters. Like when the second that flamethrower comes out, someone's about to die or have most of their health deleted.
Pure death.
I mean, I know you guys don't care, but my highest one is Drogon, and he's only R7, and it's 12,000.
That's so.
So
My next, for the special damage, it goes Ben Solo, Captain Drogon, and then Fennec.
Does she use physical or special?
Special, because I like kicking Lord Vader in the face.
Yeah, she does a good job at that.
That is so fun.
Her special damage is 12,692. But I did put Fennec to Relic 8 for that purpose.
Okay.
What number is it? What was it?
12,692.
Wow. My special damage characters outside of GLs are Ben Solo, Captain Drogon, Darth Revan, Bausch.
Yeah, Ben Solo, Captain Drogon, Fennec Shan, Bouch Leia, and Darth Revan.
Dude, my Bush Leia.
And then next up is Qui-Gon Jinn.
So should I not be modding?
That's space hippie.
Should Bush Leia not be modded for speed?
She should be.
I think
speed and potency.
Mine's just R5. That's probably why.
Yeah, no, mine's modded for speed and potency. But again, I put her to Relic 8.
Yeah, that helps.
That's my problem, yeah.
Yep.
All right, pretty good question. Good job, Crafting Way.
All right. And then our next question is from Vomitorium 1703. Do you think Admiral Bench will be a required tune for a cutting edge fleet this year?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. I do. I think Trench is going to be the
So I'm going to say no.
The next Galactic Chase is going to be a ship to support this fleet.
I'm going to say no. Even though we had to predict a ship, I don't think there's a ship coming this year.
I would love to hear your tinfoil theory next week.
For once, Bob, I'm literally telling you to please scramble your brain, put on your hat, and thrill us with your acumen.
I don't really have one. I'm just getting that feeling. Like, when I get that feeling, I'm always right.
That's the tinfoil speaking.
You know when Bonestradamus would have a vision? That's what I'm getting. I got a vision, and there was no capital ship in the vision.
Avant, he's already wearing it.
But I'm seeing Ahsoka content. I'm seeing Phantom Menace content. But I don't see... They're going to take a year off, and then they're going to give you...
It's under your red fucking hat, isn't it? It's like a yarmulke.
Hold on.
Like you're wearing some tinfoil shit.
There wouldn't be ship content. Maybe
is it a Red 5 hat?
Maybe really Red 5. Listen, maybe Red 5, but not a capital ship. There might be a legendary ship, but it will not be capital. I'll put that down right now. And guess what? I also that's for football talk, but
can you get aluminum poisoning? Can that is that possible?
I'm gonna Google it.
That's why I am how I am. Have you ever watched King of the Hill? Dale Gribble. He always
damn it, Bobby.
Propane excess. God damn it, Bobby.
6 a.m. and the boys still ain't right.
You the two little bastards have been whacking in my camper. Same guy. Telling you, same guy, but a lot older.
It was him. I agree too. I think it was him. Dude, Jack, Arnold's been predicting Trench for fucking 5 years now. And yes, the voice actor did die of Dale Gribble. He filmed 4 episodes and died, but they are doing King of the Hill is coming back out. They're shoving it up a few years up, and all the original voice actors that are alive, which a lot have died. One being Brittany Murphy, Dale Gribble, and the guy who played Lucky, which is the legend. Let's roll another joint. What's his name? Tom Petty. He was in there too.
Tom Petty.
But I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, hey, actually, real quick.
I don't either.
You were talking about Arnold made a video before we went live. You said Arnold made a
Yes.
video about something.
Before I came on,
he did.
Hugh Hefner had a video about a possible Padawan, Obi-Wan, and Trench getting a capital ship and a bunch of stuff in the data mine, which leads him to believe that CG is going back to the Clone Wars, which
Cool.
could be. I'll never say no to that.
Yeah.
So we will.
There's a lot. I mean, there's
We'll
still a
see.
lot of clones you could bring that people like too. So,
There's a lot of characters from Clone Wars they could still do.
but who was it that was on like last week or something who said Padawan Obi-Wan?
Bodhi.
It was Bodhi.
Was it Bodhi?
I don't remember.
I think
Someone
it
said it.
was.
And I didn't even think about that. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Put him with Qui-Gon.
All right, what else we got for questions?
We need an updated Qui-Gon, by the way.
Bodhi asks, what other podcast do you listen to? Non-Swigo, that is.
I really don't listen to podcasts. I'm not against it.
Yeah, I also am in that boat. I used to listen to like some random podcasts, but I don't really listen to anything particular. Two Bears, One Cave is pretty funny, though. I will say that.
I mean, sometimes I'll watch the Joe Rogan podcast, but I don't actually listen to it. I just watch it on YouTube. Yeah, I don't really listen to any other. There's a really good one called Three Scoundrels, though. Check it out.
Yeah.
What about you?
Bodhi's.
you
got anything to add, Logan?
It depends. I do listen to Joe Rogan, but it depends on the guest.
Yeah.
I also catch myself listening to, and again, I'm gonna just leave my politics out of the side, but I listen to Pod Save America, which is hosted by. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, it's a political podcast.
I'm not judging you. I
And,
don't even know what it is. Who hosts it?
Yeah. And I also listen to a show called the Whatever Podcast, which I find absolutely fucking hysterical.
But you got to tell me what it is. I don't know what either one of
Well,
those were.
it's I don't remember his last name. I just started listening to it like this past month, and this guy, his name is Brian something. He brings on all these different women on his show, and they're usually young women who consider themselves like tens, and they want men to spend money on them, and they all have OnlyFans pages, and he literally, like, I don't want to say denigrates them because you shouldn't do that to somebody, but he exposes their ignorance and how they view the world. And I think in the superficial, online, everything's materialistic world that we live in, I find that kind of shit to be absolutely, utterly hysterical.
There's this one kid that I guess has been famous for a long time. He has like a monotone, like ASMR voice, but he just...
I think a Big Deal said, whatever is great, but he is right. Some of those episodes, like, dude, I could not sit there for that long and deal with that kind of stupidity.
Yeah.
Like, after a while, your brain just gets numb. Like, you're like, all right, I can't listen to this anymore.
6 hours, 3 hours. I don't know how you guys listen to 3 hours of us.
All right, I'm going to rapid fire these next couple questions.
Get it done.
Apart from chasing the latest goodies, what current team would you like to have built up by the end of the year?
You know what? I'm gonna go first on this one. I've been giving this some thought. I actually want to start gearing up and relicking my geos. At least the pilots.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do that
The
too
the,
someday.
the pilots
That's
are
actually a
priority one.
good answer.
So
What
Yeah,
about you, Bones?
yeah.
so there's several I don't have done that I know that I will have done. But this is fucking corny and ironic, but Bad Batch. I'd like to get to them. They're one of the few complete teams I need left.
No, Bob, that's not corny at all. Because if you didn't fucking say that, we're gonna lynch your ass.
So what happens
Yeah.
when I have them?
So
Then we won't have anything to
CS
talk about
wins
anymore.
Then we're gonna
followed up the
roast
question.
you again and figure out what you haven't unfucked.
CS wins followed up that question with his own answer to Bodhi's question, saying, "And why is it Bad Batch?"
Exactly.
My answer is Jawas.
I like that. I just used them. They were fun.
Yeah.
All right, next
Somebody's
question.
coming with me on the Jawa train. I love it.
Bodhi asks, "What character would you love to see get a rework this year?"
Fuck, I knew that question was there, and I meant to look at the fucking roster because I thought I had one. Because
Dude, I was screaming about someone getting a rework the other day. Who the fuck was it?
Like an old character. I feel like the answer to this has to be like it's an old character,
but
that gets a-
semi-iconic, but
that-
something that is going to make an impact.
yeah.
I mean, one that I would like is Dad Bod Boba. And Saw Gerrera both. I think those are probably my
No,
two.
Saul doesn't need a rework. He's good as he is. You just have to give him his
Out for
Omicron.
Christ's sake, yeah.
He's a terrorist.
All right.
Don't touch him.
He really is.
Then or Chirrut.
Okay.
I think I would like, since he is my spirit Star Wars animal. Yeah, I would say Chirrut.
How about this? How about this one? How about Farm Boy Luke?
It's amazing that you say that because that was down to my two choices was Farm Boy, but it's weird. Like you don't want to add something that's going to make the Leia team even worse. But I was thinking either Farm Boy Luke or Old Ben,
Yeah, he's
like
kind of useless.
Kenobi. Even as old as he is, the dude has all that knowledge, and it's like I just ugh.
Maybe just add, because he does some good things. He removes turn meter. He ability blocks, but maybe just add a few stats to it. Add.
I feel like
some things
if
when he
they
dies.
if they gave him a little bit more synergy, but I mean, again, that wouldn't really make sense.
He
'cause
also
the
needs to
older-
taunt faster. He needs to get to his taunt faster. Maybe taunt a little longer.
He's really old and slow though.
I don't care. He was still fucking waving people off and getting through things. He could have killed Vader. He just let Vader kill him so that they would run away.
You know what? I got it. Partho Nassi to make an actual Old Republic team.
Yeah, that's a good
All
one.
right.
Avant, have you gave us yours?
Yeah, I said Farm Boy.
Farm Boy? I'm saying
All right.
Chirrut.
Next question is from Drew. A band you wish you could have seen live, and why is Bones' answer New Kids on the Block? LOL.
What? No, my wife heard you say that. She's seen New Kids live. I don't know. In fact, that was one of her Christmas presents was to see them at the Saratoga Performing Arts Center in August 11th. I got her close to front row seats.
Jesus,
Good.
you got the dates down and everything.
Oh yeah, she just yelled from the bed. I'm excited.
I'm more of an NSYNC kid. That was what was big when I was around.
Bob is an NSYNC kid. He's an NSYNC guy.
'Cause I want you.
My wife just said that
back.
means she's just older.
That's not even in sync. Isn't that Backstreet Boys?
Oh, was it?
Did you just fuck that up?
Was it Ain't No Lie? Bye, bye, bye? Was that in sync? I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
It was-
Bye. Was that in sync?
Yes, that was in sync.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I just got confirmation.
What's funny is NSYNC and fucking what what's that fucking band? It's really good. It's 3 a.m.
The fact that we're even having this in a Star Wars podcast.
Matchbox 20.
Matchbox
That's Matchbox 20.
Those were my two first albums I ever had. But to answer the
my
question
God,
real quick, is The Doors. I wish I could have saw The Doors in concert.
I would have never thought you would have taken this segment and gone to boy bands.
Dude, NSYNC fucking killed it.
Well, hold on. He
Destiny's
could have
Child
said
is
the
my shit.
Beatles. He could have said the Beatles, and we could
And
have said
he's-
the same thing. Boy,
And then
band.
he's
The Beatles are overrated.
the Beatles were the original boy band.
Right. I just
All those screaming girls, that was the original in their early days. That was the original boy band right there.
I mean, they're better than most boy bands, but
I think my answer would be Nirvana.
yeah. I have a lot actually. System of a Down. They'll never tour.
You're allowed to have one.
I know.
For me, it would definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, be Led Zeppelin.
Yep, that was my second. I fucking dude.
It would be hands down, not even a question. When they were touring for my old man actually tells me a story of how he went and saw Led Zeppelin live when they were touring their album Led Zeppelin 2, and he said after that show he was pretty close to the front. He was deaf for a couple days because how loud it was. So it was
Nice.
Old man,
That's
have
pretty
you
cool.
have you watched the movie? It's like a movie documentary, it's like a movie, but it's also them just playing live. It's one of their famous DVDs they have. But anyways, if you haven't seen it, dude, watch some live stuff of theirs. Fucking Jimmy Page will just shred for like 10 minutes. Like it was just it's amazing. It'll put you in a trance. You might have to take some LSD or something and watch it to be able to make it all the way through.
my days of that are quite behind me, but I
Same
appreciate the endorsement.
Same here, but yeah, Jimmy Page, in my mind, is the greatest guitarist of all time.
All right, what else we got?
Fashion Jimmy asks, what faction would you like to see represented as this year's GL? Any candidates?
Mine is Old Republic. Old Republic.
I mean, we did the predictions, and I said Imperial Remnants with Thrawn. That was my choice. I'm going to stick with that.
I think I said some sort of legendary Ahsoka to know. So,
But what would the faction be? What faction would she belong to?
And I don't know what that faction would be. I mean,
Unaligned Force user.
I mean,
She's not a rebel. She's not a Jedi. She's not Resistance.
Yeah.
And then I'd mention them bringing in, some of the Phoenix from the show, and what would they be? I mean, they're technically rebels, but Rebels has already been hit with Leia, so I don't know. If this next year they really start to go back to to Clone Wars, that could be a good hint. But I'll stick with what I said. I said Ahsoka.
Maybe they could bring in the Moses version of Ezra.
Yeah, I think they would bring.
I like the Moses version, to be honest.
And we said this, but I think it'll be the Ahsoka the White. You'll probably get Ezra. You'll probably get some one or two old tunes from the Phoenix.
Gandalf the Grey.
Yeah. Also the robot. The robot would probably go with her. Maybe as like a.
Hu Yang.
Yeah, I mean he did combat. You know what I mean? He was able to do combat, so it doesn't have to be a passive.
He punched the shit out of people, man.
Yeah, he was cool. I liked him. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with the neutral Revan Reborn thing. First neutral character.
I would like that. That would be so cool.
That would.
You can mix your.
Bless you.
You can mix your light and dark side old Republic tunes, which I'm sure they would add maybe a couple. Maybe Bane would be in there somewhere. I don't know, but you know what I mean. You could do a lot with that, and I think like you could do a stance that changes them from dark to light, that does different things with light side and dark side characters. So.
All right,
that's it for the viewer questions. The rest is just comments and banter.
That's all.
All right.
Boys.
then that is it. We are gonna call it a night. Well, big happy birthday to Avant. How old are you now?
Really?
Come on, you gotta do it.
It's probably younger than we think.
37.
You're 37?
37. Still in his 30s.
I'm the youngest one here. I thought you were younger than me for some reason.
3 more years until everything starts to break down.
That's what my brother-in-law said tonight. He's like, damn, dude, you're almost 40.
Mhm.
I was like, go fuck yourself.
After 40, you start to notice that shit starts to go kind of downhill a little bit.
Yeah, breaking down a little bit.
I'm 47, and people are like, dude, you're almost 50. And that's when I do a double fuck you.
Double fuck you. Yeah, all right, guys. Great show as usual. Had some surprise guests and surprise co-hosts, so that was a good time.
Yeah, we did. 100%. Hell of a way to kick off the new year. Avant, we weren't sure, because this was brought up in the very beginning. Maybe you can answer it. How long is CG on vacation for?
How long is what?
CG on vacation for?
They usually come back. Like, I would not be surprised if we get an update on Tuesday.
Okay.
Like a post on Tuesday. And then the next little iteration comes out, whatever the patch notes will be. Like, I'll bet you the next one of the Bo-Katan characters becomes farmable next week. And I think we're getting a road ahead before the end of the month.
Been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's got to be soon. We don't know what else is coming. So
Yeah. And a
They
hot
kind
minute.
of pushed it off a little bit, so.
Also, who do you guys want to raid? There's no Swugga people out. So what do you
We
want to
do the wolf.
Wolf? All right.
Do the wolf.
We're going to raid fellow wolf. All right, guys. Once again, I had a good time. I'm glad everybody had a good holiday, good birthday. Let me get this.
Yeah,
going.
good birthday, good holiday, everything. Woo. All right.
Get her done. All right, the raid has started. With that being said, we love you all dearly. Thank you all for the follows and all the new people coming in. Hopefully, we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you guys next week. I'll be streaming. Come see Bonesy, Bones88 here on Twitch.
Yep, go see Bonesy.
To learn
what I stream randomly and I never tell anybody. I got to work on that.
I'm always here. Always come and I will show you what not to do in this game. Always. All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a good night. Peace.
Peace.